I don't know.
$6. In the US, $6 for one pack, which is
my God.
insane.
And how many cards do you get in one pack?
That is a great question. I can count that pretty quickly, but you get quite a few. You get, I think, like 10.
It's I think 10.
But this is sadly, it got a little bent, which really pisses me off.
Near mint.
Oh, you're live on audio, by the way, just so you know.
That's okay. Ooh,
that's awesome.
That's pretty.
Oh, look at that. Very nice.
Yeah, so the guy that I got it from in the shop, he was a little frustrated because he's like, you got that in a pack.
Yeah.
And that is like a mint piece. That is very, very good. He's like, wow, okay. But sadly, it got a little bent as I was driving my car. But I got that. I got a nice mint flump.
Ooh, that's fun.
Oh, very nice.
Ooh, it's holographic.
Yeah, holographic flump. And then I got
Chris, Josh, good to see you as well.
Good to see you, man. And I got, of course, Lolth. Let's see. Come on, focus. There we go.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And then the sexiest of all sexiness, Orcus.
Yeah.
Which I don't like the artwork for him that much.
He's not the sexiest of all sexy. You know who?
What?
Is. You don't? Do you not know? Old school D&D. The sexiest.
Okay, Grizzed.
Grozd. Yeah, not Grizzed.
I thought John was going to say himself for a
Yeah, so no,
I was really like,
I
was like, is he going to say it? I don't know.
But even that you thought I would say that, that's an honor, Vivi. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That I could be that self-deluded. Oh, that's awesome, Josh. Look at that.
Yeah, like, honestly, I fell out of Magic the Gathering, but with this, I really want to play again. Just to be able to, like, play D&D, but also play just cards D&D.
So, you guys want to know how much time I spend on BlueBoxRPG in the chat, just connected to Twitch?
Yes.
I spent all 150,000 points to get my mug last year, or not even last year, a few months ago, right?
Wow.
I'm back to 100,000 points again. It just notified me tonight that I could get my signed character entrance.
Okay, wait, how do you use your points? Like, I honestly don't even know how to use
So, if you click the little channel point thing down in the bottom left-hand corner of the chat box, like right below the send message thing, it'll bring up all the little things that you can spend your points on. And then you click the thing you want to spend it on, and it'll spend it, and then we'll get a notification that gets saved in our like chat notifications that we can follow up later to make sure that your points get allotted properly.
And we already have our first raid, 33 coming in from Troll Lord.
And Troll Lord Games has been incredible.
Yeah, and we're going to be shouting those guys out. I had a good long talk with Chuck yesterday. Chuck, Steven, those guys are awesome. And we are doing a lot for them. Also, I think they want to do a giveaway tonight. So Vivi, Evelyn, Terry, Josh, like Troll Lord is doing everything to help us. And so we were going to do a giveaway, and I think you should have something in your Discord, Evelyn. You can check it.
I was like,
I have.
It's in my DMs.
Yeah, but
I don't see anything about the giveaway. I do have information about other things.
I'm on it, Chuck. I'm on it right now. It's going to be a fun night tonight. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh!
I'm really going to miss Ren.
Very nice. Yeah, I know. It's going to be a tough night when Rin dies, but it's still going to be fun.
Why are we killing off?
That's fine. As long as I come back as a level 3 character.
All right, quickly. Let's go. Hey, Constructed Chaos, good to see you. Scott, good to see you as well. And by the way, if you've not checked out Constructed Chaos, they've got a great stream, and they have some of the best visuals I see anywhere. Like their stuff every week on Instagram blows me away. So let's go ahead quickly. Let's look at our map, and we're going to jump in here to our stream very shortly. Everybody, let us know how our audio is tonight. I've turned the players up a bit. I thought they were quiet this weekend on my stream, so I've tried to fix that. Hey, Eat to Surf. We always love you some Eat to Surf. And another Tailspire friend. Yeah, he's awesome. He was with us all through the charity stream this weekend. Another Tailspire streamer.
Oh, what a weirdo.
Yeah. just like you, Josh.
Who uses Tailspire? Gosh.
Yeah.
I don't.
How many hours do you have in now, Josh?
Oh gosh. Give me a second. I'll look it up.
Don't.
Don't. I'll do it.
Oh, who made that?
bad.
Yeah, actually, so Chuck, I made this map myself in my spare time. This is all my custom cartography. No, big fat freaking lie. This is all Anna B. Meyer, of course, her amazing stuff. Little customization here from Blue Box, but it's all Anna B. Meyer. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Oh, good. Thanks,
Yay.
Chris. Good to know.
Not that much. I've only spent probably about 170.3 hours.
170 hours. So you got Istalri Charles is at close to 1,000 hours. He's at 9 something.
Yeah.
So you're not too far behind him. And I'm just imagining Anna like blowing a blood vessel when I was claiming credit for this map before I clarified myself.
There's a knock on your door.
Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me?
It's
How dare you?
That's why I always put the Anna command up as soon as the map goes up, so there will be no confusion about who created that.
I would never mess with Anna. I feel like she could kick my butt. So
see that robot smile? It means she's cold.
Exactly. Like death is impending.
See, there it is again.
She does carry a bow. Hey, Hager, good to see you too.
It would be funny if she messaged you and she's like, I'm at your door.
Do you know that she hasn't? She may have.
How dare you?
Gosh, I am so excited for tonight.
It's going to be fun.
Which Tailspire thing are we supposed to be connected to?
Oh no.
I'll pull you in.
Oh, I don't even have Tailspire.
Well,
no,
I
yes.
have. There's Blue Box
Correct.
General and Blue Box First. I have two Blue Box.
Tailspire.
All right.
Right.
Well, and remember also that we will use both tonight. And we're going to talk about this because we are not just a VTT team here. We also do physical terrain and minis, which will be a lot of what we do tonight. So it's going to be a fun night. All right.
We like to get physical in Blue Box.
Let's get physical.
Join us this year for
I wanna
BBC
get physical.
or next year.
I'm stalling right now with these videos just to make sure I'm ready. Thank you all our friends from Trollord that followed us. We have love for them. We're going to do some giveaways with them tonight. I've already got the stuff from Chuck. Thank you, Chuck.
I like
bows are not passe, Pat. That's wrong.
Oh, gonna heat up food real quick. Pat, what are you eating? Pat!
We need to know what's important.
I need to know! It's very important information. Oh, why are you not responding? How dare you, Tailspire?
How dare you?
Oh, there we go.
How dare?
How dare you?
How
dare
The audacity.
The sheer audacity of Tailspire.
All right, I'm going to create a new code and pop it in the Discord for all of you.
All right.
That should do the trick because it looks like you're all out. You were
Welcome,
not
Spicy
sufficiently,
Ramen.
yeah,
That is me.
exactly.
Greetings, the ramen of spiciness.
Welcome.
Ooh, yes,
Oops.
please take me. So
Let
I
me
can see
pull
the
my
picture.
Discord down. There we go. Welcome everyone. Blue Box. It's hard to believe. Episode 50 of Greyhawk Awakening.
What the heck?
What was that, Josh?
Sneeze?
I think Gollum is here.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. 50, hours, 3 hours a piece, 150, 160, 170 hours of D&D that has been played by this group. Thank you so much to all of you. It's going to be a fun night tonight, and I'm honored by our viewers, our friends, our followers, and of course, Evelyn, you know what I am just absolutely effusive over, and it's what happened this weekend. So as I pop the code in here in our Discord, would you mind sharing with the team, everyone that's watching tonight, what happened this weekend on our charity stream?
Well, yeah, I would love to do that. So this weekend we did 2 charity one-shots over here on BlueBoxRPG, as well as there was one over on Jay's channel, Lord Kazamba's channel. And we were raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And between the 2 one-shots that we ran on Saturday over here on our channel, that was with Robert in the morning and then John and the folks from Talespire in the afternoon, which was a fabulous stream, by the way, if you haven't had a chance to watch it. But we raised $3,515 between our 2 streams, and altogether after Jay's stream had completed, we had raised $8,000 for St. Jude. So thank you all.
That's amazing.
Completely.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So 3,500 through the 2 streams on Blue Box, 4,500 with Jay's 1 stream. He went almost 6 hours with folks like Luke Gygax and Eric Mona. It was a long stream, tons of money raised. All of it goes to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So thankful for that, and it was amazing. Thank you, Constructed Chaos. Super sweet. Okay, so I have put the code in, and you should all have that now. Summoning once more. Let's see if
summon me.
I shall
Waiting
summon
on
thee.
GM.
Yeah. Am I in the right one?
Use the code.
Join.
The new code, join.
Oh, the new code.
Yeah, I just popped it in the Discord.
Is that an I or an L?
You just
copy,
yep. Paste.
I just copy pasted it.
Don't
I
type
know
it
it
out.
wasn't working.
No worries. Something wrong.
Why do I see an ancient dragon?
Concern. Oh.
This is so cool.
Open the
Yeah,
menu.
no,
We
thank
look
you,
so
Chuck.
hot.
What is this? Why are we in the
I
middle
should
of-
have done this before we went live. I think no. Oh, there we go. Got Rin. Alondra's in.
No,
Josh
I'm
is
waiting on the
in.
GM, it says.
Okay, I'm summoning again. There you go, spicy ramen. All right.
We need spicy ramen.
Spicy ramen.
You gotta have the
has entered
spicy
chat.
ramen. Okay, so let's quickly go
Everybody
through our
loves spicy
sponsors. And hey, Motivated Jackal, as I told him this weekend, much better than an indolent jackal. We love the Motivated Jackal. And so let's go through and let's talk about our sponsors tonight. And we're going to kick it off with Troll Lord Games and their giveaway. So Evelyn, kick us off.
All right, so Troller Games, they are the creators of Castles and Crusades. They are one of our excellent sponsors. They do publish Castles and Crusades along with some other things. They very soon, and I'm excited to talk about this right now, they very soon are actually kicking off a Kickstarter, which I'm going to share the link to that right now and then tell you a little bit about it. So they are currently doing their Robert E. Howard art chronology, and it's launching soon on Kickstarter. It's an art history of Robert E. Howard, the creator of Conan, publications in pulps, comics, and novels, 4 fully illustrated volumes. And so the link to that is now in the chat. So if you guys want to check out their Kickstarter, that is where you can check it out. Other than that, we do run every Friday night. We run Friday Night Crusades using Castles and Crusades by Troll Lord Games over in our Discord, which I am now sharing the link to our Discord. So if you want to come in, anybody can join that. You just roll up a character. Robert, Phantom NJ, you'll see here in the chat. He actually is our DM for that. He is fabulous. We love him so much. And so he runs that every week for us. So come join, have fun. It's just in the Discord. There's no streaming involved, no even you don't even have to sign up to do it every week. You can come in and out as you are able. So come join us, come play. It's awesome.
Evelyn, how much does it cost to be able to be part of this amazing adventure?
It's free, absolutely
What?
free.
It's free.
Absolutely.
The only cost is your time.
All right, yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be so much fun, and check that out. Friday Night Crusades with Robert, great time. And we've got some other custom Troll Lord content coming here on Blue Box. I had a good call with Chuck this week, and I've got some stuff coming up with Steven, I think, here in the next week or two. You're going to see more of their stuff. Castles and Crusades is so much fun. Great old school streaming gaming system. And now let's go to you, Terry. I'd like you to talk about your sponsor, which is Cozy Gamer Dice, and also about your stream, Extinction Curse, which I think had a great session last night.
All right, let's begin with Cozy Gamer Dice. Do you like wood dice? Do you like metal dice, layered dice, handmade dice, glitter dice? You name the dice, and we know John loves glitter. Dice. And more from Cozy Gamer Dice. And I can guarantee that they will roll a number when you roll them.
It's true, they will.
And if you're Evelyn, that number is 20. And if you're Rory, that number is usually 2. As long as you're not either of those people, you might get one of the other numbers. So make sure you check out Cozy Gamer Dice. They're amazing. They've kept me alive a long time. And I love them. I use multiple sets, and you can't go wrong with them.
Well said, and so true. Cozy Gamer Dice, love them. All right, Josh, we're going to go to you, and I want you to tell us about your socials, also your Children of Dirt campaign, and I'm going to give you Ferox Fabrications as your sponsor of the night. I like surprising you because you're so good, and then when you're done, you're going to give us Monster Sunday.
Oh gosh, dang it.
Can you give me my sponsor now so that I can plan?
Yeah,
I'm not good at on the fly stuff.
All right, you have Frederica, Vivi.
Frederica. Oh, okay, lovely.
About yeah. There we
You know
go.
what, John? While he's doing that, I forgot to talk about my stuff because you switched to Josh quick. So would it be all right for me to talk?
No,
Of course it would. I don't think I switched quickly, but I will. Yeah, so you can't. Go
Absolutely not.
No,
So sad.
The sheer audacity.
What a jerk.
Sheer audacity.
Dare.
I was about to talk, Sarah.
Listen, nobody
whole
puts
session.
Rin in the corner, okay?
You baby.
That's just Winston.
So you can find me MachikiD on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, on Twitch. On Twitch, we're doing Extinction Curse, the Pathfinder 2e adventure, where my players just leveled up to level 2 yesterday and got to pick a whole bunch of feats and actually more spells. And they didn't almost die on the fight that occurred right after leveling. So that was really exciting. So check us out over on twitch.tv/MachikED.
Nicely done. All right, Josh, now that you're done being interrupted by Terry, go ahead.
Okay. There we go. Gosh. Okay. Well, hello.
Anyway, just kidding.
Wow.
I love you,
It
Josh.
happened all the time in childhood too.
Oh.
Oh, hello! My name is Josh of NPC Voices. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, some other shadier sites, but you can find me there. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'm playing Brimstone. He is a half-ogre fighter, 7.5 feet tall, hopefully still growing. He'll hopefully be 8.5 soon enough, per John's allowance. And then Monday night. So on Monday nights, I run a stream called Children of Dirt.
So good.
It is very much a low magic campaign, which they're slowly getting introduced to a bit more magic, which is very intense and amazing. It is pretty much The Witcher, Dark Souls, Vikings, and Castlevania all mixed into one in a D&D 5e game. Incredible role players and an amazing time. I'm loving it. I know you guys would love it too. It's at 7:30 Eastern or 4:30 PST Pacific, which is where I'm at. And we run usually for about 4 hours. Now, you've heard all that and you're like, wow, that's pretty cool and that's all right. And I've just got one question for you.
What are you doing?
Ferox Fabrications.
Oh.
They're incredible. They've got the hardwood to make your day. They've got the holders, the nice hands to be able to hold your brushes. They've got the cups, right? They've got the little cups that you can put water in, and right?
You're on your own on this, Josh. You're
Okay.
off
No
you're in the fields,
Okay.
yes.
No cups. But they do incredible wood burning. They make sure that your wood either comes ready for you or comes ready for you to be able to use it. Firm grips, firm use, and the best of creators is Ferox Fabrications. So I've got one question for you. If you're not buying their items, I just gotta say, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Ferox Fabrications.
Yeah, Ferox. Amazing stuff. Wow, the subtlety of that was amazing, Josh. Well played. All right, let's. All right, Vivi, go ahead.
Federica Draws. Do you see all the wonderful art that is displayed on our stream, including all of our character art and including the art of John, the DM? Federica is absolutely freaking talented. Can I just say that? If you guys go and look at her Instagram, she has wonderful, wonderful artwork. She works incredibly fast and very easy to work with as well. Just based on experience. Working with your character and trying to create the look that you're going for. She is absolutely amazing at being able to bring your ideas to life. So if you're interested in any kind of character art, Federica Draws. She's amazing.
Well said. And we also have Mantic Games. We got so many great sponsors here, and we're so thankful to all of them. We're going to jump into the game, though, because we've taken enough time already. I'm even going to skip over much what happened last time, but if you could give us just a 30-second what happened last time, Evelyn, we're going to jump right into the game tonight.
All right, let's see. There was a lot of important talks that were happening. There was a lot of wandering around the city. There were some guys that got killed by Phineas × 2. The third one ran away because he was, smarter than the other two. And then there was adventures in the Temple of Pelor. And then found out about Buzz people going missing. And then everybody came back to the tavern. And it was the next morning. We talked a little bit about monsters and people disappearing with one of the barmaids who actually came up to talk to Brim. Shorewin couldn't keep a secret at all. And Ren couldn't keep a secret at all. Kept announcing it to the pub. There was monsters perhaps somewhere. Gibble talked to a giant and tried to find out about a good merchant somewhere that he could trust. He didn't really have an opinion one way or the other about any merchants. And then Brim tried to cover Ren's sharing the monster thing by making up a story on the spot. And that's where we ended last time.
Well done. Wow. Absolutely awesome. It was still past 30 seconds, but only because you have so much content in your head. The delivery was incredible. Well done.
Well done.
So we do have, thank you, Trollord Chuck. Noted we're at the top of his Twitch streams for D&D right now on the live stuff, which is great. Trollord has given away 3 codes, which we'll give away tonight, which will give 10% off their store. Because I am such a fan of TLG and their system, I'm also giving away a $100 gift card to their store tonight on Blue Box that we'll give away later in the stream as a grand prize. So we've got 3 10% offs and a $100 gift card to Trollord Games to be given away tonight. All right, let us get to the game. You are in the Whistling Fish, the erstwhile home of one Brim. His connection with Grunab, the patron, the hill giant of this tavern, has been clear to you. Father Aaron still recovering upstairs from the trials that he has suffered. And you've had these words spoken to you of these disappearances, which have captured the interest of the entire party. Beyond that, you had Gimbal, who attempted, perhaps somewhat less successfully, to get Grunab to help him with a merchant or something else of that nature, and he got dumped quite quickly to the ground. Now you are in the Whistling Fish, surrounding the table. You've had time, if there's anything you need to gather in terms of items, basic accoutrement, your goods, service, anything you needed, you've got that. We'll make this now, we're going to be evening. So that day has passed in the free city of Greyhawk. You have anything that you wanted. You guys have plenty of coins, so whatever you needed there, you have. And you're back in the Whistling Fish, contemplating the words that you've heard earlier, and I turn it over to the party. Oh, by the way, everyone's probably noticed we are missing a very important individual tonight. Rory had a previous obligation, which he told us about, and so Gimbal tonight will be played by the DM, and that means he won't be that great tonight, but he'll be awesome when he comes back. All right, go ahead.
Should we introduce our characters really quickly?
Go ahead. Sure.
Skipped over that part.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so hi, I'm Evelyn. I play Alondra. She's a half-elven Beastmaster Ranger level 5. She travels around with the goodest boy, Phineas. Josh, you're next.
No. I already introduced Brim. Brim's a half-ogre fighter, 7.5 feet tall, freaking sexy, himbo. He's not very good with people, but he loves those in his party, and he's interested on what's coming next, and very happy that his father is now in safe hands, and he's ready to freaking rough up some grub and some bad guys.
And he's become the de facto leader of the party, ironically.
Yes, he has, which is amazing.
Where is he, actually?
Right, go ahead, Vivi.
Versus character. Oh, hello, my name is Vivi. My character is named Lilith. She is a wild elf Grugak druid, level 7. She is, however, very disappointed because she has not been able to find any mysterious oddities for her pockets. So she's kind of disappointed. Nothing really going on here, considering she's just into this new town that she's never been at before. Hint, hint. I'm trying to find oddities.
As always. All right, and go ahead, Terry.
Yes, I'm Rin Autumncrest, a level 5 cleric, half elven, originally from Fishtown, but most recently at Hardby, and then a ship that's been destroyed, which was unfortunate, but it happens. And I'm very curious about these monsters, and Mr. Brim will definitely lead us to some positive results in the long run.
Right. Party, you stand around the table. Grunab thunks behind you. Patrons now getting quite used to you. Phineas in the corner licking a bone that he's pulled off a table somewhere. And it is time for you.
What's the plan? I'm thinking we head back to the same district we were at before. Trying to find more leads, because Gimbal,
As he's going to look over to Gimbal.
you said that you had seen something down the alleyway when the wizard appeared, right?
Gimbal comes walking over. You see he's adjusting his collar, having been picked up by Grunab and dropped back down quite unceremoniously. And he looks at you. What do you mean? What? So what?
Is there something in your throat? Ooh, sound a bit...
All right, don't mess with the DM. All right? I'm sorry, I'm not 4'5" like Rory. Okay, so
Suddenly a fireball blooms in the middle of the tavern.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sound effects too. Oh my goodness.
Team Wayward Bolt blasting up again!
Okay.
That was funny. I laughed.
Thank you. Brim is effectively going to ask Gimbal because he thought that Gimbal had said that there was an entrance or something that he had seen when he was going to investigate, and then Brim was like, "Yo, we got to get out of here," and then the fireball came out and killed.
yeah, Brim. So you had what Gimbal had told you. He had noticed some drag marks on
drag
the
marks.
ground near a grate. That was all he told you. So he reiterates that to you in a way that I will not repeat, lest you mock me once more.
Come on.
Dang it, Josh, you ruined it for everybody.
I'm sorry.
Way to go.
And that's it for tonight, folks.
Thank you guys so much for joining. Glad we just reached the brim of the campaign.
Oh, that was
So bad. All right, let's get into it. Come on. All right, so
What?
Gimbal reiterates what he told you.
I think it might be best to go back to that area, but once we're all fully healed up and ready to take on whatever follows.
As he's looking at himself, and there are still... He's not wearing his armor, like I said before. He's just got Reaver on his back, but he's still got quite a few bandages on him.
Mr. Brim, do you need me to look after your wounds a bit more?
I'm worried to have you do so, because I'm never sure what may come.
As he kind of like taps his sword.
If you heal me now, but can't heal us later in the day in case something happens, I would not feel right with that.
Well, I would not feel right with you passing away in front of me, as I've already had to deal with much of that since I was introduced to you. So I think it best to do it now rather than wait for later. And I should be fine as long as we don't stumble into any dragons or things like that.
Have you seen a dragon?
No, but... and he points over to the barmaid who had talked to us. She was mentioning monsters, and well, I hear dragons can be pretty monstrous.
I feel they're more misunderstood.
So she overhears this. She walks back over as you say this. No one said dragons. We had creatures with claws and fangs like giant rats. She looks around again furtively, and then she catches a glance from the bartender, ducks her head, and walks away.
Would Brim, with his very low wisdom, be able to even see this?
Oh, yeah, she was right there. Wisdom would not affect that. She was right
Oh,
in
no,
front of
no,
you.
no. I mean, the glance from the bartender.
Oh,
to
the
her.
glance. No, you just saw her turn. Yeah.
Cool. That's what I thought.
Weird.
Now, Rin would have noticed, though, right?
I'm looking at the angles. Yeah, so Rin, again, you're right here.
Rim.
Sorry. Rim. All right, so you're right here. So you have a perfect angle toward the bartender, and you see she's caught his eye, and she goes over there.
So Rin will kind of sidle up next to Brim, trying to be as discreet as Rin can be, which is not the most discreet.
Oh.
It seems she's talking to the bartender. I wonder if he knows something about the monsters.
I feel that she's talking to the bartender because that's her job. But if you feel it best to talk with him...
And before you even finish that sentence, I'm walking over to the bartender.
He looks over at Elantra.
Yeah.
It's usually like this.
From what I remember, it's been a few months since I saw him regularly last, but yeah. Basically. But to be fair, if he hadn't done it, I would have, so it's gonna be one of us.
All right, so Rin, you move over. And by the way, thank you so much. So Pat Draws had the incredible audacity to give me disadvantage today, which was really cruel, and I thought we were friends. But Lee fixed it.
No, that was against me.
Yeah, that was against Josh.
Oh, it's Josh, not
Yeah.
John.
It's not all about you.
No, you know what? Actually, Pat.
Your two disadvantages
I'm sorry, Pat.
for a really
you should
bad pun.
go ahead and do that again. Then, Pat. I'm sorry, I missed that. Yes. No.
They canceled each other out.
They did. So Lee, thank you so much. You walk over to the bar, and you see there's a hushed whisper, Rin, betwixt the serving lady and the bartender.
And so Rin's gonna, as inconspicuously conspicuous, kind of put his arm on the bar as close as he can to her and just kind of listen.
As you step up to the bar, the innkeep bartender, he stops, freezes what he's saying. His face changes, looks up at you. Hello, friend. You need a drink?
That would be fine, but I'm more curious about... And he's going to look around, leans his head in. The monsters?
He steps back and he says, Look, I heard what you were saying, and I want to be clear. It's nonsense. I cannot have my serving ladies spreading tales around instead of spreading ales around, wasting time when they need to be making time for customers. I will not tolerate this, and there are no monsters here. The only monsters are those who don't pay their tabs.
He turns. Gimbal? Gimbal?
You guys are going to do this to me all night, aren't you?
Gimbal, could you come here for... Could you come here for a moment?
Wait, Gimbal, before you leave.
All right. Hey, Brim. Yeah, what? What do you need?
You surely don't want this ring back.
No, you can keep it. It's fine.
Okay. Ring needs something. Keep him in line, if you will.
Oh, of course. I can do that. And so he walks over to Rin. He steps behind you. You see the serving lady. She's now kind of turned, looks quite nervous at the exchange, and looks like she's heading to walk back toward the table as Rin walks up to her, as Gimbal walks up to you, Rin.
Gimbal, the bartender is worried that we're taking too much time from his barmaid. And I've seen you collect most of the gold, though I'm not interested in it because it's not something that I worry too much about. But I was wondering if we could just give the bartender some gold and then he could talk to us. And he leans down to Gimbal about the monsters.
Gimbal looks at you. Oh, yeah, hey, sure, Rim. He pulls out a pouch and he's got it's a huge sack full of gold. You see platinum pieces spilling out of it. He's not even using the bag of holding that he has. He's got a separate sack with all the coin that he just likes to show off. And he pours 15 gold into your hand.
Does that cover our tab?
I think so. I mean,
okay.
Ale's not that expensive.
Rin will turn back to the bartender. Here's some gold to cover what you think she's been losing. Now, could you tell us about the monsters?
What? He scrapes the gold across the bar. Right. As I said, it's all nonsense. I'm sure of it. It's rumors and things that abound all across. It's the free city. There's always some tale being told by some scoundrel on every corner. But there have been many people vanishing. More than normal. The Thieves Guild, the Assassins Guilds, many of them have their claim that they make, but it does seem like, well, he kind of counts the coin in his hand again. It does seem like there's something afoot. He makes a waving motion to the serving girl, and she furtively walks away. Why are you so curious? Are you wanting to help us in some way?
Rin looks at him. Well, of course. That's what I've been doing my entire life, and those with me here, the funny-looking druid over there, the short one here, the leader, and Elandra. That's what we're here to do, is help people. And as soon as we heard that there was a situation, I've seen what Mr. Brim can do, and he can take care of a lot of stuff. And Gimbal here is tricky. I don't fully understand him sometimes.
He looks over the bar. The little one.
He does things that I'm not used to seeing.
I won't believe that.
And so we just want to help a little bit, and we're not here to cause trouble. We're not here to make it so that you get a bad name for the bar. We'll keep this very, very under wraps.
Under what?
I'm a medic. I like to bandage people, and if you put it under there, they tend to heal. Anyways, so if you any other information you might have or could share with us over time, that would be greatly helpful for us to be able to be helpful to the people here.
All right, go ahead and make a diplomacy roll, please, Terry.
Well, that's decent. Let's see. Could have sworn I put it into that. That's a 16.
16. Okay. That's right, heretic. He leans over. I think you've already heard what you need to hear. If there's any truth to it, they take them in the sewers. There have been many. I've lost a stable hand in the last week. I didn't want to say anything because I don't want to frighten the patrons, but it seems to be real. I've said too much.
That is helpful. Thank you so much. Turns to Gimbal. I think that's all we're going to get for right now.
I don't know. I think if I were trickier with him, I could get a little bit more out of him.
Rin looks down. I suppose if Mr. Brim agrees, I'd be fine with that.
Brim, you hear this. They're obviously directing it toward you.
Brim will look up just from his food and just... you said it's nighttime, so, what? You get what? Who?
No, it's morning, isn't it? This is after we rested?
No, I said at the beginning,
Oh,
Terry.
okay.
Yeah, so you
I
spent
missed
the
that.
day
I'm
in
sorry.
no, it's okay. You've spent the day in the Free City. You gathered whatever supplies you needed. Now it's that same so we ended in the morning last session. Now we're in the evening of the same day.
All right,
Yeah, gosh,
sorry.
Terry.
I'm unsure. One get what out of who?
Was that
And
words
go ahead.
that you just said, Brim?
I'm not sure they were, actually.
I think he
What?
needs more rest.
Rin, you should probably take a look at his head. I think he might have gotten it hit one too many times.
What?
And Rin rushes over. Mr. Brim, can you lean down a little bit?
What's happening? Why are we asking me anything? You guys are the group, do your thing. I trust you in your judgment.
Looking at Gimbal. And then kind of side-eyeing Ren.
And you as well. You saved our butts, so I'm going to assume that you can have common sense.
Because you're our leader. And then she'll kind of just like nudge you a little bit.
Brim will get a weird shade of gray in his face and just...
Thunk, thunk, thunk. Grunob comes walking over. He looms down, looking at you, Brim.
Why are you resisting? It's clear you're supposed to be the leader of this group, Brim. You were raised for this, lad.
He slaps you on the back, again, quite forcefully.
You're being a coward, it looks like, Brim. I don't know why. I didn't raise you that way. Neither did Father Aaron.
He's gonna just...
Leader.
I gotta put you through another wall.
He's gonna like just kind of chuckle.
You're welcome to try. You caught me by surprise the first time. You won't catch me by surprise again.
You see, he kind of steps back, a gleam in his eye, a friendly gleam, muscles and a huge belly, kind of tense.
Maybe when we're done, once we've seen to the underbelly of the city, but I'll be back and we'll have that fight.
That's wise. I think you should stick to that story, my friend.
And he turns and walks away, pulls a big shank of meat off the back of this pig, rips it out, and gives another look over his shoulder, smiles at you.
Fine.
He will lean back a bit.
I'll be the leader. But that's a lot of responsibility that you're putting in my hands, Rin. As well as you, Lilith. As well as you, Gimbal. As well as you, Elantra. Rin and Elantra, I barely know you still. I wish to get to know you more, but being your leader if you die, that blood is on my hands.
Well,
You understand?
of course, but I don't plan on dying anytime soon.
That's what the last one said too.
The last one? Oh, the pirate girl? Yeah. Well,
I'm not preparing for anyone to die.
But he's gonna pull out a journal. and he's going to open up to a certain page. You realize the journal is the same book that he found in the dungeon a way while back that he was reading. And he flips to an open page that's just blank, and it has some writing on it. He pulls out a piece of charcoal.
When in Alontra, if you do die, what do you want done?
Gimble here, as he kind of gestures with the charcoal.
We were lucky enough to be able to bring him back. But I don't assume that's the case at all. With everywhere we go.
Hey, it wasn't luck. It was a lot of sacrifice and good friends that I had, Brim.
Some good luck went into it. So what about you two? If you die, do you want to be brought back? Are there certain things that, if left undone, your soul will not be the rest?
Seems an odd question. However, unfortunately, we've run into this situation more times than we'd care.
Alondra takes a very long drink of her ale. Kind of puts the tankard down and looks... That's kind of a intense question, really. So maybe can I think on that, like, for a minute?
We'll need that answer probably by tomorrow, depending on what happens as we head back to the
Why is it that you push this so hard, Brim? Carl steps over. It does not seem like the lady is ready for this question. You are my friend, and you are, I think, our leader. You should be, but it does not seem you are being a gentleman, as I would view it in my...
Carl, if I cut your head off right now, would you be ready for that? I've seen multiple friends fall.
You are speaking as the foolish ones speak. I do not think you mean what you are saying. There is no cutting off of my head at this moment. We are friends, yes?
You do not expect death. That's what I mean, Carl. I'd rather have a plan in place to respect the dead, if it comes to that.
He'll look at the rest of the group, nodding at Gimble and Lilith.
They already know. If I die, I want to be tried to be brought back. If it doesn't work, I want to be buried at the Temple of Hieronymus. Not the one here, the one where Father Aaron is. Within a few miles southeast of Fork. I have so much left to do, but I expect death every day, as that is the job or the understanding of an adventurer. I don't mean to be pushy or rude. I just want to be ready. And that's what it means to be the leader. Think of the things the rest of the group doesn't need to think about.
Carl goes silent, just studies the wood grain of the table. Gimble the same. Rest of the party, how are you responding to this?
Lilith will kind of just stand up. Brim, are you sitting, or what are you?
He's sitting. He's got his hands in front of him, leaning his head down and just kind of scratching his chin.
Lilith will stand up beside Brim and place a hand on his shoulder. Paul, you speak of being the last of your clan or family.
He nods.
I'm sure you've seen a lot of death, and so have we. And we just want to make sure that the people we are traveling with, we respect their last wishes. And we know what to expect, so that everything is done properly.
He scratches his head swarthy skin glimmering in the torchlight and candlelight of the whistling fish, and says, I do not mean to have any disrespect, but this is so confusing to me. Is the question, if one dies, would one wish to not die? What other answer would there be? I don't understand.
You see Gimbal?
He looks down at the gnome, but of course I have eyes.
He died and was resurrected.
So I have heard you say dead, or perhaps he was just deeply unconscious, or perhaps asleep, or
no.
But even if it were so, even if he were dead, he is now standing beside me alive. Who would not choose to be in that state rather than dead? I don't understand. He looks like cautiously at Brim, not wanting to be provocative. I don't understand the question that he's asking.
Brim will put a hand on the shoulder as she responds.
It depends on your situation. Everybody is different. Not everybody wants to be brought back. Unfortunately, or fortunately, we were able to bring Gimbal back, but we weren't sure if that was his wishes. And it took a hard toll on him to come back. And it changed him. We just want to make sure that if it is possible, we are making the right decision.
Part of your, I mean, I'll jump in if you want, but I want to make sure everyone else has a chance to say something if you want to.
It's a dramatic pause.
I thought so.
Rin, you haven't spoken much about the issue. Do you know what you would like?
Rin, having been standing this entire time, takes a seat at the table and pulls out his disc of Pelor and holds it between his hands as he sits at the table. Looks at Call for a second. Mr. Brim, I believe the question is not so unusual as our call friend here states. When I was younger, in Fishtown, a storm came through. It flooded most of the town. There was a lot of destruction, and when the waters receded, my mother, my father, and I helped as many survivors as we could. My mother, a healer of a type, I learned my initial ways to bandage those that were wounded. And I watched the life leave some of those people because there was nothing we could do at the time. And we would comfort them, and we would talk to them, and we would try to make them comfortable. And many of them knew that there was no way for them to ever come back. And they were content with that. Content with what they had done with their life. Content with what they had given to other people and how they had helped those in Fishtown. Fishtown's a small town, and oftentimes it felt more like family. I've helped a lot of people. I've helped people in Fishtown. I've helped people in Heartbeat. I helped on that ship before we were attacked. I've healed this group as it's fought. When I die, I die. It's my end. The end of my story. I will have helped so many people. Pelor will watch over me, and I will do Pelor's work until I can no longer do Pelor's work. And he sits back in the chair a little bit.
like to leave to rest at Fishtown.
If it's possible, yes, but anywhere there is a Temple of Pelor, I am comfortable. For he has blessed me, has allowed me to learn. I have become as strong as him in what I do as a healer. And so, Fishtown is my home, and my parents are still there. But these adventures that I've begun to take, the way I've seen the world, I know it's not always possible to get back home. And I'm okay with that.
Brem is going to look back over to Alondra. And he's going to put his hand on the table in a non-hostile manner, just like,
Once again, I mean no disrespect.
is he's going to go from Alondra to Call, back to Alondra.
I just want to know, in case the need ever arises.
Call looks down at Gimbal.
My little friend, would you have preferred to remain in the dirt as part of the mud, or are you glad for your second chance?
Gimbal kind of hesitates. He fingers the nub of his ear. Looks down, rubs an old wound, and the pouch where Squeaks used to reside. And then he eventually looks up.
Yeah, it's a lot better than being dead. Actually, I kind of like it. I would not have honestly, being dead, it was not fun. There have been some bad things that happened since I came back, and honestly, it's not been all that I would like it to be. But it's, again, all preferable to death.
Call looks down.
This is my answer, Brim. I would say the same.
I feel like Carl and Gibble have a bit more to talk about. If you guys would like to continue.
Don't tell me. Actually, I'm kind of enjoying this. I can make this go for a long time now.
Honestly, I'm loving it too. As a DM, a fellow DM, I'm like, please, man, I love it.
Go ahead.
Sorry, that was not canon.
That was hilarious.
Wishes to be brought back.
Thank you, Patrick. No, we're just having a good. Hey, real quick before we jump back into the action here, because we got a lot of gaming left tonight, but it is Vivi's short night, right? Yes. I got that right.
Yes.
And we talked about this before the break, and I want to reiterate it to the rest of our fans. Now that we've got a lot of folks on, I know many of you have struggles. A lot of you have told me, even in Discord this week, about things that you're dealing with, and I want you to know we just want to have a good time tonight and make this something that is a release and a relief to all of you. Thank you so much to the Greyhawk Awakening players that make time each and every week. I talk about session 50. What that means is these players have put in, I talk about 3 hours, but the reality is it's way more than that. With all the prep, these guys have put in, and gals, have put in 250 hours probably of time to this stream over the last year, and I'm so grateful, and we just want to make this fun for all of you. Again, thank you to Trollord Games. We're going to be doing some giveaways with them later tonight, including their 3 $10 or 10% discounts and the $100 gift card that we have here tonight with our stream. And by the way, yes, we are featuring some Tailspire tonight, but depending on what the party does, I've got physical terrain and minis ready to go here. We'll see if they get there this week or not. And now that I've broken immersion, Rin looks back at Call. Call responds to Rin, to Gimbal rather, and says, this is what I would say as well. I would choose any time I can draw breath. To be above the ground is always better to be below the ground.
Lois will kind of just pat Brim's hand that's on her shoulder, and she'll walk over to Alondra. I know it seems like a question that you don't really think about until it's kind of asked. However, when you guys met us, we were on the beach, saying goodbye to a very dear friend of ours, respectfully, in the way she had asked. She had asked to be buried at sea, and we did everything in our power to do that for her. And we would do that for you and for Rin. We only asked not because we wouldn't want to do it, but just out of respect, to make sure that everything is the way that you guys would want. Don't think that you need to answer now, if you can't. We've just seen a lot of things, and better to be prepared, unfortunately, than not.
Well, like I said, I don't plan on dying anytime soon. And I got Phineas with me. Between the two of us, we've gone through a lot, and we've survived a lot. And we've got Rin, and I trust Rin. I haven't really thought about dying.
Carl reaches across and kind of slaps the table. This is the proper way of thinking. All this talk of dying is not good for anyone. More ale in keep. And he walks over to the bar, and you see he's pulling something from a bottle that's clear and looks very, very strong.
Sorry.
And she just takes another really long drink from her tankard. And she's just good with not being the center of attention right now.
Yeah. Confrontation with low charisma. Yeah.
Just like, oh god.
It could be Mark Views, could be.
Brim will look over at Rin and kind of conflicted, but he finally stops and puts his hand on the table.
Ren, I would accept some healing if you have it. I am so very much damaged, and if we are heading to the sewers tomorrow, I'm gonna need to be at my best.
Rin nods, stands back up, steps over to Brim.
And then before he begins, he's going to look around at the rest of the group.
For one, this is maybe something that should be done upstairs, not in the prying eyes of anyone here. But also, does anyone else in the group need healing?
I feel great.
Brim, I mean, I don't want to be, you're my friend and all, but why should healing be done upstairs? It's not like he's going to grab your, why should it be done upstairs?
I mean, he makes a valid point.
It is a very intimate process.
The way Ren and I do it.
That's not how he's healed me, Brim. Well, maybe. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I need that sexual healing. Let's see. Brim just.
I'd rather, if anyone is watching us, they already know our faces.
Which Brim, I didn't say it, but this whole time he would be kind of keeping a look around them at anyone that's specifically like watching our group.
Look, yeah, and I'll say, Brim, you've noted, you guys are clearly spotted by everyone in the Whistling Fish. Not only are you an unusual group, mixed, type of group, but you in particular stand out. Then Grunab coming over, interacting with you directly, slapping you on the back, a bit of challenge back and forth between the two of you. If there was any attempt at inconspicuousness on your part, it has failed utterly.
Yeah.
We also talked about monsters.
Yes, I know.
There was that too.
Well,
Yes.
and there's Phineas right over there.
He's working on a bone over in the corner. You say his name. Every time you say his name, he looks up and his eyes perk at you, Elandra, like wondering if you're calling him. But when he realizes you're referring to him, he has that sentience to him. He just goes back to gnawing on his bone.
And Rin's going to look up at Brim and say, there have been many people over the years who have seen me heal. Whether it has been in the Temple of Pelor and Heartbeat, or whether it's been in the streets of Fishtown, it does not worry me that other people will see me do my work and do the work of Pelor. And he places his hand on Brim. And he casts Cure Serious Runes.
Cure Serious Runes?
And that'll be 12 points of healing.
You feel the power of Pelor as Rin lays his hands on you, and you all see, as you've seen so often before, the healing that hits Brim's skin. While the scars are still there, the red marks against the gray do not go away, but the essential wounds that he has taken recently are all healed. And Call walks back over, slams a glass on the table. Do not underestimate the power of the potency of the... the spirits here are quite good in the whistling fish. I can see why the fish would whistle.
I don't.
Would you like
Really
some more,
weird.
Mr. Brim?
Yes.
And Terry, I'll just text you individually for stuff because he's still a bit down.
No,
So that's gonna be-
don't mess. No, role play it. No.
Metagaming it.
So that'll be 17 points of healing.
There we go.
So describe what he sees, Josh. Do not text him. Describe.
Yeah.
to
No.
Terry.
Okay, so
I need to see it, Josh.
you heal it once, and he kind of grimaces for a second, and then he gets a deeper breath. He's like, and you see as he tries to push his shoulder all the way back, but he can't from the time that he's gotten hit within the armor, which he's tried to work out all the things because DMU never said they took an armor penalty, that the armor was damaged so much that it wasn't usable.
Exactly.
And so the armor's still good, but he's just still feeling some tightness, and he starts to move. He jolts for a second.
Yep. I'm gonna need more.
All right. Well, that's definitely doable.
If you're looking at
this
Tailspire,
time,
right,
though-
he gives you that look. The look on his mini's face is the look he gives you.
And this time he removes his hand from you, and he takes his Pelor seal, and he starts to say some words, and he casts Channel Energy. For good roll. Show me a good roll. That'll be 13 points of healing.
Okay.
Is Phineas within the radius of that channel?
What's the radius on that?
It's a 30-foot
30
radius.
feet?
Yes.
Yeah, he actually is, yes.
Cool, then I'll take that for Phineas too.
I'll take it as well.
Yeah, everybody.
How many did you say?
So,
13.
yeah,
13.
yeah.
So finally, Brim is moving his arms. He starts to pull off some of the bandages from his arms, pulling the shirt back. As I can't remember if you two have seen Brim shirtless yet.
No.
Nope.
But he pulls it back a lot more comfortable than he was at the very beginning of the campaign. But pulls it back, and his arm is just covered in scars, and around his wrist, a thick pink band.
No, Josh, no. So we need you to cosplay this, please.
Okay?
The sweatshirt's got to come off, man.
Oh, gotcha.
No, it doesn't. No, that's your OnlyFans. Save it for your OnlyFans, darn it.
Oh, why do you even know what that
That's where
is,
the
Terry?
money comes
Terry,
from.
why do you even know what that is? That's, yeah. Bow, bow, bow.
Because I know things, John.
He's not pulling his shirt off.
We
He's
stand
rolling up
hot,
the
Brim.
You're seeing what you see on his forearms. And he's
This is why he's the leader.
This is the way.
Oh, look at him more when I get upstairs, but I'm feeling good.
You barely got it back to full.
Abby K21 wants to see Brim topless. Mark me. We
Next
stand.
time on our charity stream.
Yeah, we stand. Hot
Last year
Brim.
it was for the beard. This year it's
Yeah.
for the
For the
shirt.
clothes.
There's already been reference to, what was it? Glitter Bomb John, I think.
John.
Yeah, so I think let's do this. We'll do a stream, a charity stream, later this year or early next year, Josh, where all the men of Blue Box will go
Thank you
shirtless,
for that
and we'll
Well,
Like-
for us it would be a TOS violation.
Yeah, it's like,
all the men
No,
of Blue
you
Box.
just put it under the hot tub thing and we're fine.
That's so true. I'm gonna flex on you, bro. All right, continue. Sorry.
yeah, seriously, I'm like, I gotta work out a lot more freak. But Brim is very appreciative, and he
Hot tub D&D Mitch.
I was not doing good. Thank you. You are an indispensable part of the group.
He looks around at the rest of the group with Call.
You all as well. I'm grateful for all of you. And I'm grateful for you standing by my side, especially in this upcoming fight.
This word you use, indispensable. If I understand the context, Call says, he pushes back his lustrous dark hair. The talk of toplessness apparently has encouraged him, and he looks over at you and says, "If it means that, again, if there is any time that I am in danger of death, or even beyond the door, and can be brought back, if I have not been clear, I wish always to be alive."
It's well, friend. But enough of that.
He's gonna kind of push back from the table and
it is a nice evening. And I think it's time for us to live a little, as we've been going pretty consistently fight to fight. We deserve a rest.
Hey, Brim, now you're talking.
Gimbal slaps your thigh. No, your calf, rather.
Oh. Would anyone else like another milk? Or at least a milk.
he's like, he sips the last of his, and
I'm gonna go get another.
I think I need something stronger.
Call Snickers and smiles at Alondra.
Lois will go over to Grunab if he's around.
Yeah, Grunab is. As soon as I figure out where I threw him.
I was looking for him.
Yeah, I moved his mini. Hang on here. I'll get him real quick. Oh, by the way.
I remember because the tavern was shaking as he was walking away.
I love that.
I moved away. I grabbed him up. All right, so this is fun, though. Everybody can see this. I'm doing this on purpose. And we're going to go to break here in a second. We're going to do our giveaways. We'll start with the Troll Lord 10% discounts in a second. Right when we come back from break. And, of course, we've got the big giveaway, the $100 gift card. But this, anyone know what this is you're looking at right here? Not Josh. Anyone else?
The Temple of Hieronius.
Okay, it is the Temple of Hieronius.
Yeah.
But where did it come from?
Well, it came from Tailspire.
No. That's
exactly.
a Josh build.
This is the Josh build. This temple here. Josh,
I saw him build that on his stream.
He did. He built this. I asked him to send me the slab. It's so easy to send people stuff. You copy and paste text. I dropped this slab in here. So if and when, and this is what's fun as a DM, because if you guys never go to the Temple of Hieronius, that's fine. But if you do, I have it. This is what I love about the tool. I've got the physical terrain, the minis, but I've got all these different sets I can jump to quickly. And I'm going to bring Grunab back after the break. So, players, did we do Monster Sunday, Josh? I don't think you did.
Yeah,
that,
we totally did.
No, we did not.
No, we did not.
No,
all right. So we're going to do Monster Sunday, and then we're going to go to break. We'll have one break tonight. It is Vivi's short night, so we'll be done by 7:30, 7:40 at the latest. Tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I know all of our viewers, all of our players that were part of our charity stream this weekend are worn out. It was a very, very busy weekend, and so much money was given. I am not looking for significant contributions tonight, advantages. If the players die in any combat, that's just what happens. But I think just having you guys with us tonight after such a busy week and busy weekend, we're so thankful. And so give us Monster Sunday. Now, if you've not done this before, you're going to go ahead and guess in the chat, and Josh will tell you if you guessed correctly who this monster or what this monster is.
Yes, I will. Okay. So, this Monster Sunday. Step into me, you better clean your sinus as I'm coming in cold with my boy Primus. No, I didn't decide this. Keep on through, because we got some surprises above me. We got the higher-ups. Below, y'all better listen up. As the orders keep coming, Mechanics are running 7 cycles, and here we come a-hunting. Not much of a challenge, medium at best, but don't you think that's a reason to rest? Rogues are trying to pick a locket, but once I fall, I'll be dust in your pocket. Geometry, to a T. We're looking at 1 or 2 or maybe even 3, checking above me, ordering below, repping a lack of an ego. So I got no choices for me to make. Representing order, it's icing on the cake. It's up to us for the universe's sake. Cog in the machine, check me if you please, because I'm icy, I'm clean, my efficiency is mean, but only working because it's part of the team. What creatures are we?
Guesses in the chat. 12-hour shift. No, Patrick.
It's yes.
Backup.
So this is from the 5e Monster Manual. For those that don't know,
Orca was the guess. Morden is a guess. Brown Mold is a guess. Frozen Minions is a guess. Another Mordon. Three blind mice.
Yeah,
I like
that.
I
think Pat66 was going for the right thing. I think Anna B. Meyer was the one that got it with Mordrons.
Yeah, was Anna first. Let me check. I think
she spelled it.
She was. All right. Well done. Well done. Thank you so much.
Meyer.
And all right. So before we go to break, so we can move this along.
Yes.
So do we want to role play in the tavern some of the fun afterwards, or are we ready to move on with what's coming next in the story? I don't want to push the players. All right, so if it's again, I don't do railroading here. So if you guys are ready, when I come back, we're going to be moving you toward the sewers, which it sounds like where you're going to go next. Or if you want to spend more time in the inn here, if you want to go to the Temple of Hieronius, you want to go back to the Temple of Pelor, you want to go rifle the slums and try to, whatever you guys want to do, you tell me. But if you can help me know before I go to break, I'll prep for it.
Is there a pet shop nearby?
Yes, there is, indeed.
We were also wondering if we could split the party 4 ways.
Yeah.
One is going to the sewers, one is going
I love
Gimbal
that.
is actually going to be going with Cal.
Yeah, so Call and Brim are going to hang out. Call is still trying to
that's going to be a great...
You know who should hang out is Call and Gimbal. I think that would be
No, Call has his eyes on Lilith. Don't front, Vivi. Call's got eyes for Lilith, no doubt.
Cutting that hair off before he leaves.
Call Gimbal and the bartender. Let's do it.
With the barmaid.
Is that a challenge?
With the barmaid and Grunab.
Oh, 5. I can do it. I could. All right, we're going to go to break. We love all of you guys. We're just having fun playing D&D. I know it's maybe not our most organized session tonight, but we're having fun. I love these players. They are the best. And thank you to all of our mad chatters who are mad tonight. And congratulations, Anna B. Meyer, on guessing Monster Sunday. Blue Box will be right back.
So, John, I need to ask you a question before you disappear too quickly.
Sure. And we'll leave Mike's hot on the break. Go ahead.
Yeah. One of my feats is brew potion.
Right.
And I didn't realize that today, they were going to take the day at the place.
Right.
So I would have liked to have brewed a couple of potions. It takes 2 hours if the base price is 250 gold pieces or less. And so I'm trying to find where I would find out the price for different potions.
All right, so great question, because I would want you to make sure you have the components necessary for it. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, so I would have actually asked Gimbal for the money to purchase the components while in town.
Yeah, and Gimbal is the money keeper. He gave 15, obviously, to the innkeep already. So, I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. Why don't we just go ahead and assume you had the resources to do it, and then Evelyn, Gimbal, and I will resolve the amount that was required, but you're in no shortage of coin for, basic things like that.
Because what I want to brew is a couple of... if they're cheap enough, either cure light wounds or cure moderate wounds. I just don't know what the...
Well, and I still have a full heal potion as well that we got from Mad Chatter, way back when Alondra first joined the party, so...
Yeah, that's right. No, I think 2 cure moderate should not be too much for you at all. You would have time during this is something we don't role play for sake of just kind of moving it along.
Right.
But I think, yes, you would have been able to do that, and we'll resolve the cost of that.
Okay.
This is it's a good sized cost, but you're all 5th, 6th.
Cure light wounds is a 50 gold piece. Is cost according to the Ultimate Equipment manual.
What about moderate wounds?
Yeah, but
cure moderate.
So we're on typically an X5 system here on cost.
Right.
So that means 250 gold for the Cure
Perfect. Then that's what I'd want the Cure.
Cure Mater is 300, so it would be 1,500.
That's right, 1,500.
Nope, I can't do that then because anything above 250 gold takes a full day. So,
Perfect.
and I'd only be taking a couple hours twice during the day.
Well,
So.
okay, but to be fair again, if I'm multiplying the economy, then we could multiply that as well. So use the same calculus. If it's X5, then you could actually do 1,250 gold per day of stuff because everything is more costly here. Is that making sense?
Right, but what it says brewing a potion takes 2 hours if the base price is 250 GP or less. Otherwise, it takes a day for each 1,000 gold in its base price. So if the base price is not 250 or less, it takes up to a day to do it. If that's how I'm reading this.
Yeah, I think no, you are, but I think if you're following me, then you X5.
You
that.
multiply the 250 times 5.
Right, or even the 1,000, you could do up to 5,000 per day, because magic is much more costly in my game world.
Right. Oh yeah. So I could get 2 cure moderate wound potions then.
Yes, I think that would be reasonable.
Okay. All right. So that's what I would have wanted to do during the day. Perfect. And Evelyn, is there a way to find that on here somewhere and add it to my backpack or no?
The Cure Moderate Wounds potion?
Yeah.
I think it is. I think you have because there's a thing for potions, and I created a potion of Cure Light Wounds for my own because I bought some pre coming in as Alondra. She had 2 potions of Cure Light Wounds with her along with her other stuff. So,
actually, it's pretty easy. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't take much, and then you can add the stats and stuff for it. And I can even send you the database item for the potion of Cure Light Wounds if you just want to have it for later, so you don't have to build it from scratch.
Yeah, I think it'd be really helpful. And by the way, audio to me sounds really good tonight. Can everyone on the stream let us know how the audio is sounding to you? I've turned up. Hey, Zump, good to see you.
And
Robert,
actually, Evelyn, I did it right there. If you look at the, I mean, it did. It's so easy. That was like 5 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, great!
Sweet.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that.
Awesome. Simply fabulous.
Fabulous. I love the challenging that's happening here to the DM tonight. But I'm not trying to be the star of the show here. I'm trying to be the man behind the curtain.
And because you are the maker of those potions, you use your caster level in the potion as well. Okay.
All right, great. Thank you, Ranger. Everybody's saying the audio sounds great. Yeah, thank you, Constructed Chaos. We put a lot of effort into it, and I think we're getting better and better. But I'm excited about what's coming after the break. So not just the giveaways, but we're going to have some glorious opportunity for the party to explore an area which is very, very important to Brim. And Josh has stepped away, so it's okay for me to say this, but this is central to his character background. And we're doing a bit of fast forwarding here just for the sake of the stream tonight. But I think it's going to be fun.
Well, between the morning and the night where we're at now, I'm just going to let you know, because I already took all the gold out for it, but Alondra bought more arrows and she restocked her healer's kit.
I like that. All right, so let's do this. Why don't we we'll repeat all of this, the potions that you created, anything else that was done during the evening as you rested. You're going out the following morning. We're gonna skip forward to that. We could role play the walk through the streets and all that, but we don't need to. We've done enough of that tonight. So let's get to the next part of what's happening, and you guys can talk about anything you did during the evening as you rested. If any of you are waking up with hangovers, as Call likely is, because he was drinking a lot of that clear liquor. And of course, Vivi is eating.
I mean, duh.
I mean,
I'll be right back.
It's dinner time and I'm hungry.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I had chicken and rice with onion and bell pepper in it. That's what I was eating earlier.
So did we get everybody to full health?
We had dinner together earlier.
Oh.
It was so lovely.
You guys had full dinner? Oh no.
I would say if you spend the time healing everybody up, because are we resting again? Is that what I'm
Yeah,
understanding?
is that no? What I was saying with my healing earlier, did that heal everybody? Everybody up.
Phineas would have been. Phineas was still down 2 points, but after another night of rest, he'd be full. So
Okay.
I'm good.
Been a while since we've been all at full health.
Alandra's like, I've been at full health this whole time. What y'all talking about?
Nope.
I avoided the fireball.
Yeah, Brim was down to I think 47 or something like that out of 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, which in the future, Ren or Alandra,
Yes.
which I think I've already said, if either of you have a medical kit and you can do a medicine check on him, his incredible rapid metabolism gives him 2 times whatever the healing is he gets from what you do, as well as 2 times his constitution score. So he automatically gets 8 from his constitution score plus whatever you heal him.
Yeah, and because I remember you did that last time, because Alandra used her healer's kit on you, and you got the full D4 of my 1 D4 that I can heal you with it. So
That's so nice. I got 16 points from that. It was amazing. And that way you don't have to burn.
I feel
slots.
powerful with my bandages.
They're
It's
magical
incredible.
bandages.
I knew we were gonna take another rest since it was evening, so that's why I was like, "Yeah, let's do this."
I just need to level up 2 more levels so I can have level 2 spells, and then I can cast Cure Light Wounds myself.
Whoa.
I just need to level up, you know. Oh wait.
Wait, why?
Because when I hit 7, I can get my level 2 spells.
No, I meant why does Terry need to level up?
Who knows these days?
I mean, he does get more spells to cast. He can cast more times.
Let's just keep choosing Terry as MVP.
Get him level up faster.
What would be better is a regular, XP granting, but
No.
Somebody told me in Instagram Messenger, because I'd posted the thing that you posted, Evelyn, on Blue Box. Somebody told me that Terry looks like Jack Black.
Yeah.
So
I
when
thought
I
that
had
for a while.
when I had long hair and
Yeah.
a beard, I got it a lot.
A lot, yeah.
Yes.
Somebody messaged me, said, I didn't know you played with Jack Black. And I said, yeah, I do. Don't you know?
I follow him on TikTok. I love him.
Yeah.
He's so funny, yeah.
I plan on having his babies.
Bro, if I can get a session in with Jack Black, I would be so happy. He's out here. I just need to find him.
You're somewhere.
It's true. There's lots of people out there somewhere.
Not you guys.
Oh, Wolfman Jack. Oof. Oof. That's a bit older than Jack Black.
Yeah.
Terry, you could really rock the look of Tiny Tim.
I love Tiny Tim
I hate him.
because
I
you have
hate
a
him
lot
so
of
much.
anger built up. That's why
I
John
do.
likes you so much.
Mhm.
He appreciates your anger.
I
Us
mean-
softies over here.
We were having a great time in the tavern, and Brim had to bring it all down. Let's talk about
do you guys
death.
want to die?
Brim knows those sewers, bro. He's
No.
like,
Brim
If you guys
literally
die.
had like a Dr. Kevorkian moment with the party.
yes.
You were
the
not
boy.
prepared.
Oops.
Did you read Iculus's comment?
Say?
Let's see. Funny you guys say that. My 8-year-old daughter came in a second ago and said,
exactly,
"Is that Jack Black?"
I kid you not. Yeah. I
That's
kid you
awesome.
not. They said, "Are you?" I didn't know that you play D&D with Jack Black. That's exactly the message that I got today. It was hilarious. I laughed hard. I'm like, yeah, of course I am. Duh.
That's awesome.
If I could sing even an ounce of what he can sing, I would be thrilled.
Oh yeah. See. Oh my God, you play with Jack Black. He's right there in the center. I said, yes, it is. It totally is.
We miss Rory tonight. Much love to our good friend. And
I don't know, John. Like, you might be able to just play him from here on out.
Yeah, the whole gimbal call conversation was amazing. We were all just like sitting there, just invested. We're like,
I know when you're mocking me, Vivi. Stop it.
I'm not mocking you at all. Actually,
I'm teasing.
it was quite
All right, here we come. We're coming back.
Oh no! I'm doing one more.
All right, so
Bring him out.
We're going to do some giveaways. Yes, chew quickly. So giveaway number 1 is going to be for the 10% off on the Trollord Game Store. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much to our friends at Trollord Games. And we got some new stuff coming from them. Thank you so much. Oh, new follower, Lothar71. I don't know if 71 is your birth year by chance, but it is mine as well. Yes, I am 50. But 1971 was a great year, so I don't mind shouting that out. And we're going to kick off our Nightbot here. Did someone laugh? I heard a snicker. That was not nice.
I'm taking screenshots. I'm waiting for Josh to eat his food more.
And thank you for the follow. Some lovely fifth dentist. Love that as well. Yes, thank you, everyone. And by the way, we have not asked the question tonight. Well, Josh kind of did at the beginning, but it wasn't really the right one. If you're watching tonight and you haven't followed, or if you have followed but you have not subbed, or, my soul, if you're a sub whose sub has expired and you have not resubbed, and I know there are some of you out there because I've seen the sub numbers recently, there are a couple that have gone down. We have one question for you. What are you doing? Come on, give us a follow, give us a sub. We appreciate all the support here at BlueBox, and I love it when the chat goes wild with all the what are you doings. All right, so Nightbot kicking off. You're going to just see. Let's do... I should have a keyboard for this. This would help. Is TLG already a command, Evelyn?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
I
it
thought
is.
you would say that. All right, so we're going to do troll.
There's my cosplay for the next one, guys.
I like it.
I love it. Yes.
Is that for the shirtless stream?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. All
Good
right.
stuff.
So hang on, don't type it yet because I haven't put it in the Nightbot. 1 second. I was getting it to you first. Giveaways. And keyword. There we go. All right, so you should now be able to type !troll in the chat. Motivated Jackal's already in. And that will get you in the giveaway. We're going to do it real quickly here, just a couple of minutes, for the first of our 10% off on the TLG store. And then, of course, we have the grand prize tonight I mentioned already, where I'm going to give a $100 gift card to anything in the TLG store. All the Castles and Crusade content, modules. They got a lot of fun stuff in there. So we're going to support our great sponsor tonight with that. Party. You have spent the night in the Whistling Fish. Grunab did return, and in fact, your tab was covered completely. The gold that Gimbal had given was slid back across the bar and given back to you. There was not a single pence of cost to the party tonight, as Grunab has covered everything. Father Aaron has gotten back up and is slowly moving around his room, his strength slowly returning, not to the point certainly where he can go out and take on any sort of encumbrance, but definitely is healing. I would like each of you to tell me what you have done this night, because we had some potions created, we had some other stuff was happening. We want our fans to know what happened, and then we're going to jump right into where you are now.
So during the previous day, prior to the evening, Rin had gone out into the town, gathered materials, and crafted 2 potions for cure moderate wounds. And so he has those available now.
Nicely done. And we account our cost for that as well, and we're working on that, so no worries. All right, who else?
During the day, prior to the evening, Alondra went and purchased and restocked all of her arrows that she had either lost or just left behind, and had restocked her healer's kit. And then during the night, she did in fact switch to the stronger drink after the very challenging question of how she wants to die, or what to do with her if she dies. And she drank a bit of whiskey and then went to bed. So yes, that was how that finished off.
Before, I guess, going to bed, Lilith would have given Phineas a lot of Who's a Good Boy pats, gone out and picked up some stones and thrown them in her pocket, seeing as she can't find anything interesting around here. Odd. She was eyeing up that pumpkin, actually. Quite a bit. She wanted to see if it would fit in her pocket. However, it did not.
Thank you, Patrick.
She was going to talk to Grunab about taking one to her room.
Super whiskey is where things get good. Thank you so much.
Exactly. Yes, and then just heading to bed.
Well done. And did she pick up any oddities on the way? Petting Phineas on the way up the stairs.
She was looking for stuff. Lilith will always be looking for things around.
All right, go ahead and roll D20 for me, please.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
I just want the raw 18. Roll. 18. Oh. 18. Yes. On the way up the stairs, you find a small piece of thread. It looks woven with kind of a gold hue, and it's about 6 inches long, and it's in the edge of the stairs. No idea what this is, but it's interesting to you.
She will place it in her pocket.
Her many pockets.
Her many pockets. Can she spend the night examining it for a little bit?
She can, yes. We'll come back to that. All right, anyone else for the evening?
Brim will prepare with prayers and stuff like that, always saying by Father Aaron's side. He will spend the night talking with Father Aaron and just kind of saying, not a goodbye, but something that feels similar to it. But saying his prayers.
So what do you mean? So not a goodbye, but similar. What does that mean?
No, we're rushing through things. You were asking for what people were doing for the night, so yeah, that's what I do. He would pretty much be saying his prayers with Father Aaron, and we'll go through the topic of death that he did the night before.
All right. Well, no, this is important. So I did not know you were going to do this, but since you are, then we're going to change.
Then I don't do it.
No, too late. So we flip the script. You're with Father Aaron. The two of you are alone in the room. I'm telling you, I don't railroad. I sandbox. And what you just said, this is part of role play. So, Brim, what are you trying to tell me, son? I could not be more grateful to you than I am for what you've done.
Father Aaron, you've helped show me that death is not something to be scared of, and I did not understand that until I left, and I've been going on my journey.
I don't understand what you're saying to me. What does that mean?
Father, we're heading back into the sewers tomorrow to follow the ones that did this to you and have taken so many others. The Dark Brotherhood, the Red Lords, whatever they're called. We're going after them. And if I die, I've already instructed my brethren to either try and bring me back, but if that does not work, I wish to be laid to rest at the temple. I'm not saying this because I expect to die, but I've learned not to discount death. You've shown me life. Father, Aaron, Dad, you've shown me that there's a reason to live. And because of that choice you made all those years ago, getting me out of this city, I'm able to return to help so many others do the same. And if that means my death in the process, I'm fine with that. But I know Hyronius and Trudal are with me as I go through this. Love you, Dad.
He walks over, trembling, as we talked about previously, frail from what you had seen previously, but gaining strength. He reaches out, a quavering hand, places it. It looks so frail on your massive arm. And even the skin, still, his hand is cold to the touch, still not healthy. But but vibrancy returning slowly, and he says, "Do you remember the lessons I taught you? What's most important?"
Life. And the love of it. The control of your mind. And the protection of others.
If you can control your mind, then this is what makes you strong. Not the size of your arms, the strength of your thews. It is your mind and your heart. You're strong. You will be fine. The sewers never broke you when you went down there before, brother. My son could not conquer you then, and they will not conquer you now.
They had nothing to break then. You took a hollow body and gave it a soul. I'm different, and I will fight with every inch of my being to return to the surface, to weed out what lies below us.
Do you remember the farmer? His milk? Do you remember what you learned? Keep that with you. You will be fine, my son. I could not be more proud of you. It's hard for me to imagine there was a time I could throw you over my shoulder. I could toss you in the ground. And I was teaching you lessons, but now I teach none. I learn from you, my son.
And he's just going to lean forward and take Father Aaron. He's kind of sitting on the bed or a chair or whatever, and he's just going to hold Father Aaron to his chest, feeling the man so changed, so different from who he was. Feeling your parents grow old and your hands no longer able to lift themselves up the stairs. Seeing them pass, he will hold Father Aaron. And just like trying to remember this feeling, trying to remember the smell of Father Aaron, trying to remember the feeling of the cloth against his skin.
I love you, Dad.
You feel damp tears on your shoulder. Well, not your shoulder. He's not tall enough. On your stomach. I love you, son. All will be well. You have great strength, more than anything that can be carried in the body. It is in the soul. And he crumbles away and slumps back to the bed.
He's going to stand up and turn away from his father, looking towards the door, and
I'll be back.
And he's going to move forward towards the door, ready for what comes next.
All right. And that's what I love about D&D. You never know what's going to happen. Well done, Josh. I thought that was a great moment. And Mark Views, I think, summed it up. There's never a time you can watch the stream and not think you're going to have some laughter, some tears, some joy, some exultation, and some pain over a character death. Sorry. But that's awesome. All right, so let me do our troll lord.
Starting to feel intentional, John. I'm just saying.
It kind of pseudo. Yeah, there's a method to my madness, no doubt. All right, so here we go. Our giveaway on the Nightbot for the first of these 3 Troll Lord games, 10% discounts, is to Death Ray in a Good Way. Oh, thank you, Death Ray in a Good Way. Are you, if you're with us, if you're not with us, I hope you are. I don't have time to go through and verify that, but go into our Discord and we'll pop that in the chat. We're going to do another one real quick. So everybody, it's in there. Just keep doing that. Type !troll. We're going to do another one of these 10% discount cards right now, so we can jump back into the game and the role play. But Death Ray in a Good Way on our Discord, just message me on Blue Box on our Discord. I just need your email. It's very easy for these electronic giveaways. I don't need your mailing address, just your email, so I can get that discount code to you. And then our next winner is Lee. Oh, let's go, Lee. Congratulations. Oh, I think she just hit that. That's awesome. Great timing. Now, we still have one more of those. And then, of course, we have the grand prize giveaway, a $100 gift card from Blue Box into Troll Lord Games coming at the end of the stream tonight. So, Lee, congratulations. And, the crazy username. What was it again?
Death Ray in a Good Way.
Death Ray in a Good Way. I love that. Yeah, Death Ray in a Good Way. We'll do that in just a bit. All right. Party. You move through the Free City, and it's morning, but you receive some hints from both the innkeep and also from the tavern lady who was helping you, and you move back into the slums. They guide you to the grates where they think they have seen the most disappearances occurring. And as they do so, you come across an alleyway that is overshadowed on each side by ramshackle buildings. They have a covering even in the day. There is cloud cover here. And as you walk through this alleyway, there's a sense of foreboding, a sense that there is a disturbance here. And you don't see many people on the alleyway street. They seem to have gone back into their hovels.
How much further until the sewers?
Just a little further.
As he will just slowly slide Reaver from his sheath. You see as the sheath lifts up and just pulls the blade fully out.
Be ready for anything.
He pulls the blade out. Phineas lopes alongside Alondra, a low growl in his throat.
Alondra, seeing Brim pull his weapon in preparation just in case, will actually slide an arrow from her quiver and lay it against the side of her bow as she carries the bow along, just in case.
Anyone else?
Lilith
Rin.
will ready hers.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, she'll just ready her staff.
Rin will take his quarterstaff out.
Staff
Attempts
buddies.
Attempts to find a good way to hold it. Changes hands about 4 or 5 times. Looks around and then casts light to the tip of it and holds it more like a light in front of him.
Rin holds a light out. It spills luminance in the alleyway. You see a stray dog darts Phineas, his head twitches and then dismisses this lesser being. You move closer and you see there is a sewer grate. And it takes no roll of perception or investigation to see that there are blood streaks and drag marks around the sewer grate.
Brim's going to look back at the group, saying nothing, looking for anyone that holds fear, anyone that looks to leave. And if he sees none of that, he just nods. He's going to reach down and lift up the sewer grate.
Call looks up.
Head down.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no.
Call looks up. I have been with you all this way, my friend. I am having no fear now. We are blessed, and we are doing the work of God.
Amen, brother. As he's going to head down, taking first in the line to head into the sewers.
All right. You pull the grate back, and as you pull it back, there is an echo through the entire area. No one comes out.
Rin taps Brim on the shoulder. Mr. Brim.
Yeah.
We're sure this is the sewer that we're supposed to go to?
Brim's going to look down, look around, look at the bloodstains, look at the drag marks, look at the dark, creepy area they're in, look back at Ren.
I would assume so.
Rin will then look at all those things as well. Okay.
Having second thoughts?
No. This is... not second thoughts, but I'm curious. You're from this area. Are these streets always this quiet?
No. We would have been jumped at least 3 times by now.
As he's going to keep, because like he was starting to climb down, and then Ren asks him, he like looks around him, looks back up. I think this is, he's like,
we would have been jumped 3 times by now.
So, I'm curious. Should we knock on any of the doors around here just to see if anyone's seen anything, or just... And he points at the sewer.
I'm going to expect most of them are already down here.
Rin nods.
I generally think we can trust Brim. Like, whatever he says is normally right. I don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like his brain's not that big, but then he does things that are just so smart, and it's almost always right. So I think we should follow him,
Gimbal says.
Lilith will follow suit.
Alondra will come to the opening and look down. How far is it down from the top of the opening?
Yeah. Okay. So as you see Brim descending, so order. Brim went first. Gimbal followed quickly behind. It sounds like Lilith also did. So Phineas and Alondra and Rin, are you still up?
Oh yeah, Rin's still up.
Okay. All right. So as you look down, it's a good. You can see a green hue down in the sewer, probably 20 feet down a ladder. The stench, just even pulling that grate back, awful. O-F-F-A-L, not A. Well, awful and awful. Both awfuls. Yes, exactly. Emanates up from the sewer. This stench overpowering. You hear Brim's strong hands and feet moving down the ladder.
Alondra will look down. Can anybody catch Phineas?
Okay.
Because he can't climb ladders.
Fine.
Lilith will catch.
Oh, yes. Look, prepare burning hands.
No!
One time!
When
wolves,
the
one
DM remembers to
time.
get his Phineas mini. Hang on.
I will catch Phineas, and I will not have burning hands. I will not have any kind of burning spell in and around the vicinity as I catch Phineas. I'm just going to be abundantly clear. There shall be no burning of wolves.
Wait. So I get that. There's no burning, but you're telling me that Vivi is going to stand at the bottom of a 20-foot...
No, Vivi.
Lilith. Yeah, Lilith. Lilith, the Grugart, is going to stand at the bottom of a 20-foot sewer ladder and catch an 80-pound wolf as it drops.
You be a boy.
Is that what you're saying? If it is, it's fine. Let me know.
No, it's okay.
Did that sound threatening? It was.
I'll let Brim do that.
No.
Will I give him back? No, I will not. If I catch his kid, no, I will. I'll give him back.
Yeah, you're not catching a chihuahua here. This is a wolf.
That'd be amazing. That's my next
Lilith will
ranger
wild
character.
shape into his
With a chihuahua, yes.
That'd be hilarious. Gosh, yeah. But Brim will.
Make sure his claws aren't out.
All right. So she'll turn to Phineas and she'll just kind of look at him. She'll kneel down in front of him, scratch him behind the ears, and say, all right, so Brim's going to catch you. So just make sure not to scratch Brim in the process. We want to, not hurt our friends.
And right before you actually drop him, Brim's going to hold his hand up at you, Elandra. Hold on 1 second.
All right.
And he's going to cast Detect Magic into the sewer just to verify that there's nothing magical down there.
So your radius is 60 feet, goes 20 feet down, 40 feet out. You detect no magic beyond what you would already know is on the party, various magic items, nothing more.
All right. It seems safe for now.
All right. So then Alondra will stand back up and just kind of give him a reassuring nod, Phineas a reassuring nod, and let him jump in.
All right. He leaps. I'm going to go have you make a roll D20 for me, Josh. And I've got the modifier here. It's not difficult. You're a big boy. Just
remember you said that in the past.
Just don't screw it up. Yeah, just don't screw it up. It's like you want to roll high. Don't roll low.
Please don't kill my wolf.
that is on the die. And
Phineas trusting Elandra. He looks dubiously down into the sewer, hackles up, hunches his shoulders, and then, in a display of remarkable loyalty and trust to Elandra, he throws himself over to his death. No, I'm kidding. He throws himself over the edge. Grim, with his massive arms, thunk, you catch Phineas. And in moments, all of you are inside the sewers of the free city of Greyhawk. Go ahead.
So, before I climb down,
okay,
I'm going to pull my pants up a little bit. I'm going to take my cloak, which hangs pretty low, and kind of tuck it into my belt. And I'm going to look down, taking my pole, shining my light down. How wet is it down there?
You hear a splash. You smell the odor, as I mentioned already, and it is obvious that this is, in fact, a sewer, and it is very wet down there.
Pretty wet down here.
Okay. He's going to take his staff and attach it to himself. Do we have to go down to a stinky sewer? Why couldn't we have just gone to another temple?
Can I roll perception? Can I hear him saying this?
Oh, yeah, you're standing. You didn't go down yet, right?
I followed.
Yeah,
I followed.
Oh, you
I
did.
followed first. Yeah.
As she was-
Brim went down,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, okay. Alondra.
I-
Phineas.
In an
I-
attempt.
I preceded Rin right after
That's right.
Phineas
Okay.
jumped.
Roll
Yeah.
d20, Lilith. I think it's unlikely, but it's possible. Go ahead. What was your roll? Oh, yeah.
Hang on 1 second. I'm just
She's
rolling.
really working the roll.
16.
16. So not 16.
Yes.
So you don't make out what he says, but you hear Rin. It's a clear grumble, a plaintive tone in his voice.
Do I sense hesitation?
You hear her voice up the sewer.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna have to take a bath and get clean after this. Is terrible. I'll never be let into the temple again. This is. And then he stops right at the rung, right before the bottom. Looks down. It's for a good cause. And he steps. He follows the party.
A little dirt never hurt anybody. Rin?
Rin looks at Milith.
Milith?
Milith, I said looks
You
at,
guys are
looks,
all about heartbreak today.
Sorry.
My God.
looks at Lilith. For many people, you're completely right. And you know, I've worked in fields, and a little bit of dirt is fine. And then he looks back down, sniffs.
It's noxious and vile.
This is not to my liking. No.
You look down the sewer. You're all down there now. Phineas, in particular, seems to be affected by the smell. And you see a corridor extending in front of you. Curved walls. Brim, you are overwhelmed. And I will let you roleplay this as you desire. You have been here before. Not just here in general, here specifically. This is well known to you. As you slide down, memories of the travails, the punishment, the moving of large objects, the slaying of banal creatures. You have been here before.
Brim, even before like all this has been happening behind him, he gets down, he catches Phineas, and then kind of turns back around. He places the blade of his greatsword into the ground or into the sewer bottom. He just stands there looking at it all. Just remembering, taking a deep breath, knowing the smell all too well.
I'm not alone this time. Bring it.
As he's going to lean down, he's going to drag his greatsword into the sewer like refuse and all that, making sure that it is just covered in garbage and just nasty. I forget what word it is escaping my mind, but just making sure the blade, at least the end of it, is covered in very unsanitary water.
Okay. You see. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just sent you a message. Sorry.
She kills Brim.
You see Brim coat his blade in this noxious water.
It won't do too much to undead and the like. But if there are humans down here that we're going to be fighting, any living beings, even if they get away, they're not going to survive.
Mr. Brim,
Yes, friend.
I appreciate your views on this. But do we have to kill everyone? What I mean is, I understand the need to protect and to help. I mean, that's why I'm here. But sometimes people are just misguided and not necessarily evil. Do we have to be certain of their death?
Ren will kind of move his head slightly.
Stay close to me.
And he's just going to start moving forward.
His footsteps moving forward in the sewer. And you can see here on your screens, you have two views, because you guys told me you like the two views. So as he moves forward here, everyone following, Phineas, his footsteps along the way as well. And are you doing anything, Lilith?
Not as of yet.
Okay. Oh god. No, yes, you did. Mighty time, bring out your dead! Bring out your dead!
Don't fit it!
So Monty Python is excluded from any reference to anachronisms. Like anything Monty Python is always allowed here. It's
Yes.
As you move slowly down the sewer, the stench is almost overwhelming. And you come to a crossway where you can see right, left, or straight ahead can be followed.
Question.
Oh.
Oh.
Go ahead, Barry.
I just want to know, are there any fungus or mushrooms up on the wall that I recognize as being useful for either medicinal purposes and or for offensive purposes?
Well, everything here is offensive. All right, go ahead and I'm going to have you make a roll. Let's do... let's do survival, I think.
Survival, huh?
No, let's do knowledge nature. Knowledge nature makes more sense. Do knowledge nature check.
All right, so let me find that.
How dark is it in here?
Damn, survival would have been better. I'm going to use advantage.
There's a green luminance, as you see on the cameras there. Moss that seems to give off light. There's still light suffusing coming down from grates up above. Of course, Rin also has cast light.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not terribly dark, but it's terribly wretched. And the roll was
15.
15. You see no mushrooms, but you definitely see fungus along the walls. In fact, it's a fungus you've never seen before. It has spores, which are star-like in pattern, and are giving off some of this green bioluminescence, but you have no idea the purpose, whether offensive, or healing, you don't know.
So Rin's going to go up to one of the larger groupings of this fungus, and he's going to open one of his pockets on his cloak, scrape some off, and put it into the pocket for later study.
Okay. You see this. You see Rin, for whatever reason, pulling some of this fecal fungus off the walls.
It appears as though he collects odd things just as I do.
Honestly, Lilith, I think what you collect is a lot more sensible than what I see him collecting. Your oddities make sense, like shiny things and little funny things you put in pockets, but collecting, I don't like what he's collecting. He's a little bit...
Yeah, but where is it that you said that you found that bag again? That magic bag that you found?
Oh, well, that was different. 'Cause that was, I knew there was magic in there. So, like, if there's magic, then you'll crawl through some poop to get there. But not what he's just scraping this for the sake of scraping it. That makes no sense at all.
You told me that you found this bag in the mud.
It looked like mud when I first saw it. I thought it was mud, but it was different than this. That's all. I think it was Umber Hulk poop, but I just wasn't sure. And I found this, and he pulls out the bag of holding as though that is perfect justification.
Okay. And she'll kind of just like give all like a pat on the shoulder, kind of like, okay, I got you. All right, different, same, but different.
Where's Gimbal in the marching order here?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
All right, so
heard?
yeah, so let me pull here. So what I have, and you guys can correct this. I have Brim up front. Actually, I did get my laser recharged. Thank goodness. All right, so we have Brim here. We have Gimbal second. We have Lilith third. We have Rin fourth. And we have Alondra.
Rin and Alondra are switched.
Because Alondra should be in front.
Yep.
Okay.
With Phineas.
Got that.
And seeing as Gimbal said that Alondra will kind of lean forward, like to the side, and say, to me it sounds like you're just kind of, well, you're holding people to a different standard than you hold yourself.
Wait, Pat Draw said this is seizure inducing, so I'm going to put it on the camera here and see what it does.
Please don't do that.
We need to do flash warnings.
Talk about flashing people on stream.
Yes.
All right, as you move forward, you have your collection from the walls, and you come to this intersection again, as I said a moment ago. You can go left, right, or forward here.
Brim he's keeping his blade low, but in front of him, ready to like swing at a moment's notice, but he's just keeping ahead of him. And he's going to take a deep breath, looking for any sort of other sense.
As you take like a deep breath in, Lilith will kind of wince at like the deep inhale of Brim in an already unpleasant situation. Typically, we're trying not to breathe. And
Exactly. Like, everyone else is like staunching their nose, trying not
Brim
to breathe
barely
in.
notices
Brim.
it.
As you breathe in, Brim, roll perception for me, please.
Don't worry about it. I don't smell it.
Hey, Lord. Well, no, don't just tell me what your roll is. Hey, Lord Forth, good to see you.
That'd be a 2.
Sorry. A 2. You see Brim double over, and you are flooded with memories. I will message you in Discord the memory that comes to you here.
Right.
Everyone else, you see Brim folding over in the middle. He takes, it's almost sensible. He took this huge inhale in the middle of a sewer, and suddenly he doubles over like he is nauseous. But you know him well enough to know maybe there's more to it than that.
Seemed like a bad idea, just in practice.
if I know that there's more to that, then Lilith will also inhale deeply.
All right, go ahead and roll that same D20 for me.
Wants to do.
And while she's doing that, I'm gonna poke Alondra on the shoulder.
What are you rolling for perception?
D20 and add your perception bonus.
16 total.
16 total.
Yes.
It's vile. You sense nothing other than the disgust of being in the middle of a sewer. It is awful and awful. Yes.
Alondra.
Yeah.
Why are they taking deep breaths? Because do they like the smell?
Nope. I mean, I've known them one day longer than you have. I still got questions. Lots of questions.
Phineas has a low growl, looking around. He seems to be gagging. You sense a severe discontent with being down here.
Brim will pull his head back up, kind of steadying on the blade.
Which way do you guys recommend? Left, right, or straight?
Which, if Brim has any knowledge of where might be the best course of action for him to go, he'll go with it. But otherwise, he's asking the group.
Yeah, I mean, again, as I said, you've been here before, but it's been, some time, and nothing is remarkable in any of the sewers to your knowledge. There are sluice gates to either side. There were large open areas for gathering of waters and cleaning. You have moved massive objects through these sewers, but nothing...
Yeah, he's also very much blocked a lot of it out. So...
Well, if Alondra can move forward at all, she probably would try to take a look and use some of her ranger tracking skills to see if perhaps there's something somewhere in any of these directions that seems to give a sense of which way might be the better way to go.
Yeah. All right. So, Alondra, as you move forward, let's have you make a perception check as well. And
all right.
Are you moving past Brim, or
just basically sticking her head out underneath his arm and looking down one way, looking down another? So she's not going. She's going enough past him that she can see any direction, but she's not going into the middle of the cross section there.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So you slowly move up behind Brim and kind of duck a bit under his arm. And what's your roll?
Okay. Do you want me to add my perception to it?
Yes, please.
32.
Ooh.
So, yes, as you move forward, you're looking for anything of interest. You're listening carefully, Phineas, that low growl by your side, and you hear something. As you lean around the corner, there's a and you see just around the corner, they have not seen you yet, but they seem to be generally moving in this direction. Two creatures, strange, odd, orangish brown colored texture to their carapaces, with huge feathered antennae that come up. And in fact, I'll show you on the monitor what you see as you peer.
Say left or right.
So one coming from the middle, one coming from the left, and they don't seem to see you, but you see those antennae waving.
Well, then as soon as Alondra spots them, she's going to slide back a little bit, and she's going to tap Brim on the arm, and she's going to very carefully point.
You have Alondra tapping you, Brim.
He looks. Do I recognize these creatures?
Not likely, but based on your experience here, go ahead and roll d20, please, and let's do. We're gonna call this knowledge.
Local?
Yeah, I could go a lot of different ways with this. I'm gonna do dungeoneering.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That's because I actually have proficiency in that. Okay, please. I'm using my advantage. You got this. Okay, that's going to be an 18.
You have never seen these before.
Josh knows what these are.
I know Josh does.
Please.
Brim has no idea. These are different creatures than you've seen down here. In your many travels, you've never encountered such tentacled, strange-looking. Wow, they really bleed into my green background here. I might have to change my. Let me change my hue here on my camera because you guys can see those. There we go. That's a better. All right, so you see them as they move around these antennae, but no, you've never seen them before.
Question, DM. With wild speech, am I able to hear what they're saying?
Yes. You don't even need to roll.
Okay.
As a druid, with your wild speech now, which was something you got when you hit, because you're level 7, right?
7.
Yep, level 7 druid with wild speech. You hear
Hungry. Food. Food.
Would I know what they are?
Knowing what you are and where you came from, no, you would have no idea.
Whoever is in front of me, Gimbal, I will kind of just tug on Gimbal and lean forward a little bit and just whisper very quietly, there's something there. There's at least 2, and they're hungry. Can you tell Brim and Alondra? They're up there.
Well, so Alondra, after she tapped Brim and pointed them out, she would have slid back toward the...
Yeah, and they still have not... They are honing in. They seem to be sort of careening back and forth, but getting closer and closer, not by sight, but by some sense of whether it's smell, whatever it is, they're getting closer and closer to you.
So, just to double check, they can't see my light, right?
If they can, they're not reacting to light.
Okay.
Interesting.
Bram, not hearing what's about to be whispered up to him, he's going to look around and try and find some sort of rubble or anything, something hard enough to be able to be thrown.
Gimbal now. Tell him now.
I'm loving the chat right now. Awesome, guys. All right, so you're looking for... No, there's... it's a sewer, so anything that is of any size, unless it's massive, is carried out through the water. You've been here many times, Brim. You know only the largest of objects would remain stationary inside this. Yeah. Everything else is carried away. There are no pebbles. There are no medium-sized stones. There is only the deluge of dung and urine and things that come through the chamber pots that are tossed down in here. As you continue to hear the...
So by this point, Rin would have seen all the chit-chattering that's happening in front of him, because he's got to slide up. He sees Lilith. So he's going to come up behind Lilith, tap her on the shoulder.
Yes.
What are we talking about?
I don't know, but there's 2 things here, and they're really hungry. I don't know what they sound like. They sound like something I've never encountered before. But I can hear at least 2, and they're hungry. And
does Mr. Brim know?
I asked Gimbal, DM, to tell Brim. However, Gimbal seems to be very quiet right now. I don't know why.
I can't see anything. You're so tall. What's up? What is that? What's up there?
You don't need to see anything, Gimbal. Just tell Brim that there's 2 things up there. I don't know what they are, but they're hungry.
Well, you tell him.
Are they the monsters?
I think so.
Brim in this time is pulling one of the torches from his side pouch.
Gimbal, where are you?
He's going to throw it straight forward.
Oh, Gimbal, where are you?
As you throw it forward, of course, there is ample gas and methane here in this part of the sewer.
No, it's not lit. It's just, I'm just throwing a torch to try and distract them back.
Because I'm providing the light with the non-magical light.
Okay. So, look, John, John. Now, be honest with me, Josh.
Wow.
Josh, so why'd you say torch if it wasn't lit? Why not just say
it's a torch?
It's still a torch if it's not lit.
Oh my god,
Josh, I'm gonna let you choose this. If you tell me honestly, you did not mean a lit torch, I will believe you.
Okay. Oh, I didn't. I have 8. I was literally looking through my inventory. I was like, okay, he wouldn't be able to take his pack off, but what would be the most readily available thing that adventurers would have to be able to just pull out?
All right, fair enough. You toss the torch. Unlit torch. You toss the stick with pitch on the end of it in the water. As it hits, you're right there in the front. You notice the creatures don't even react. They are honing in on not noise, not light, and as this hits the antenna, suddenly you've seen people use tuning forks looking for sound or water before suddenly the antenna, they focus in on you, and it is initiative.
Ah, no!
The word no one wanted to hear.
I mean, I'm willing to fight freaking a Paralord, but I don't want to fight Rust Monsters.
DM has a 5 on the die.
Who has initiative?
Evelyn.
Evelyn's up, yep.
No, I actually lost it the last combat. It went to Rin.
I had it last. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Terry.
Ooh, I love how we automatically just say Evelyn.
I rolled a 2.
All right.
This is why we don't allow Terry to roll.
This is why we want Evelyn to
No,
roll.
but I won last time. It's only when I'm with these old fogies here, like Brim and Lilith. When it's just me and Alondra, we win it all.
All right.
Well, sorry. It's actually quite young. Thank you very much.
Let me get close on this battle here. The two creatures, they move forward as they scrabble those antennae. You fought beasts, many a beast, but Brim, you have never seen beasts that seem to have no interest in your flesh. They move straight for Reaver. They move straight for the decrepit armor you have on your body.
Go for the armor!
They attack. All right. And so, was anyone up with Brim? Because Alondra, you peeked, but you went back, correct?
Yeah, I went back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You see how
like,
quickly
no,
she disavowed herself already.
It's like, danger! I'm getting out of here.
Well, rangers like space, and I'm a ranger, so.
Makes sense.
All right. So, we're gonna go with the first one as it lunges out toward Brim. The first one leaps up. It latches onto your armor. As it grabs your breastplate, you see an orangish hue that moves across the breastplate. What is this creature? It's not going for your flesh. It's not trying to kill you, but it's latched onto your armor, and the antenna, they strike it. They create vibrations along the armor. As they do so, bits and pieces of it start to turn that same orange color. The second one leaps up. Thank you, Comrade Webby. Everyone type !troll in the chat. We have 2 more giveaways coming here soon. The second one leaps up toward Reaver. It grabs onto the blade. You see these 2 antennae. As they snatch it, I need you. So Reaver is a magical weapon. So you're going to make a saving throw on behalf of Reaver. And I'll tell you, so it's not that difficult. This is not a hard save. It is very difficult for one of these creatures. And again, anything in my game, I customize so much when it comes to the game to make it fun, interesting, and challenging for the players. So what you have to do is make for Reaver a save at a DC 8.
Okay.
So
Here we go.
an 8, and you can give, so it's a +2 bonus. That means, because Reaver's +2, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so you need a 6 or higher. If you
That
have
is
a
a
5
21.
or lower, you're in trouble.
That is a 21.
All right. As it latches on, the power of Reaver's arcane energy pushes it back. The creature falls off. The antenna wave wildly. It raises its claws at you, and we go to the party. We're going to start with you, Brim.
Brim is pissed at this thing that's on his chest. So I'm going to assume there's no good way for him to try and like slice Reaver into the creature, or
no.
Like
So again, yeah, because you've just shaken the other one off of Reaver. This one is still on your breastplate. It is making the topless dreams of Blue Box come true. As it Blue Box guys, we talked about this earlier on stream. Everybody just chill out, okay? No Twitch banning here. As it on the armor.
With one of his attacks, can he just like crack it with his fist?
Yeah, so you're going to do an unarmed attack? Yeah.
I don't know what else to do. Yeah.
All right. So you got your free hand. You want to smash it? You want to punch it? You want to grapple it? Try to pull it off? What are you doing?
Oh, I would love if I could pull it off and just hold it, but I wasn't sure if that would take my whole action to like grapple it and like hold it out.
That would be a full action, yes. And if you don't want to do that, you don't have to try.
No, yeah, he's going to try and just hit it to try and get it off him, and then he's going to use his second attack to swing
at the other one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and punch.
Half me. That's going to be a 12.
It's very hard to punch yourself. You bring your fist over. You do strike the creature, but there's no force. Even with Brim's power, what force you had is dissipated as the breastplate collapses. Absolutely crunching underneath the force of your own blow. You push the creature to your chest, even as you feel everything just vanish, turning to a powdery orange dust. Doing no damage, the creature drops to the ground, antenna up again, sniffing, and now your sword attack.
What's my armor bonus go down to?
So you remove a breastplate, so you had a half plate, right?
Yeah.
I had 9.
Yeah, so you had 9, so the breastplate is 5, so you're down to +4 now. So you still have your van braces, your greaves, you still have all that. You've just lost the breastplate, which is normally a +5. So now you're at +4, so you've lost 5.
All right. Also, is this tunnel wide enough for people to move by, or is it like what I'm seeing on the screen?
It's very tight. People could move past, but you're having trouble. Even swinging Reaver, you have enough room, and you've been in these sewers before, so you can pull the blade kind of in a tight arc, but you don't have room to even extend your arm and bring it over the top without hitting walls or hitting ceiling in here.
Is there any way I can try and move past these two?
Yeah, I mean, you can try whatever you want. So you want to leap over, or...
Yeah, he wants to try and just move past, like push past the two of them and be on the other side. If that takes a second attack, it takes a second attack, but he just needs to get out of the way.
Yeah, no, it for sure would. Oh, you're having shades of the Umber Hulk. I didn't even think about that. And now I know what you're thinking. All right, so you then go ahead and let's see here. We'll do a combat maneuver. So roll D20, please, and add your CMB. And then I'm going to have you make a secondary roll in a moment.
CMB. That is a great question. Where would that be?
If you're looking at RPG Scribe, it is... okay.
He has 1/8 plate now. That's right, weirdo. Half plate.
I haven't been able to make Brim in
quarter
there.
Plate.
What would the CMB be?
It is based off of your base attack bonus plus your ability modifier.
Right, so it's combat maneuver. We haven't used that a ton, but this would be the right time to use it. And then...
So, it's sorry, base attack bonus plus what again?
Your ability modifier, your strength modifier.
Okay, so that would be a dirty 20.
Okay, all right. So you leap forward. You're definitely you know you've been here again, so your familiarity with these sewers is to your benefit. As you leap, you hunch down, you hold Reaver low enough so it doesn't scrape the ceiling. Now I'm going to have you make an acrobatics check, please.
Well, that was a much higher roll, thankfully, but I'm pretty sure my acrobatics is at a -1, so that's going to be 13.
13. So between those two, yes. So you managed, they're not tall creatures. You leap over both of them, hunching down. You feel your back scrape against the top of the sewer. You squelch down in the sludge on the opposite side as the rest of your breastplate crumbles into dust. And now we will go to Elandra.
All right, so Elandra is going to back up a little bit further because she does not want to be close to these things. Rangers don't like being close. So however far she can get, because she had already started backing up previously. But she's going to look around a moment because she knows that Ren had found plant matter on the walls, and she's going to see if there's any roots or anything coming through any of the cracks in the walls or the ceiling or the top of the sewer or anything.
So roots coming down from above, yes?
Yeah, or anything from the sides at all.
No, you see again the mold. There is definitely some algae growing here, but you don't see any, tree roots or weed roots coming through the walls, either above or to the side.
All right. Then, in that case, she's going to look at these creatures, and she's going to, in front of her, she's going to make a motion, and a giant centipede is actually going to burst through the ground in front of her. She casts Summon Nature's Ally.
Ooh. Very nice. Well done. All of a sudden, Rin, you have enough visibility here to see this. Of course, Brim, you do as well. A massive multi-legged creature comes up from the sludge and moves toward these creatures. And anything else you're doing this round?
That's that's it. I moved and that's my action. So.
All right, so a carrion crawler will be my centipede. That's the closest thing I have, but that's pretty close, right? Not bad. Kind of works.
And then I don't know when that creature can attack. I'm guessing probably next round.
Yeah, it'll be next round. Yes, yeah.
But then Phineas would take his action now.
So go ahead and you can.
So he'll go forward and attack the one that's closest to Alondra right now.
Okay. Roll to hit.
All right, Phineas die.
What?
Wait, what did you just say?
My Phineas die.
Oh, I was like...
We all heard the same thing, yes.
We're like, what?
27.
That's a hit.
All right.
Nice.
And then his second one, I'll go ahead and roll that too. That's a 14. That's probably not going to hit.
Total of 14?
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, no, so the first blow, yeah. He sinks teeth into the creature, grabs a leg.
2d6 plus 10. That's 18 points of damage.
Ooh, very nice. So Phineas pulls a leg off. He's good with limbs lately, and snatches it off and then jumps back in. Let's go to Rin.
Okay, can Rin see anything? We've got 5 bodies and now
it's cluttered, it's crowded. You can see for certain, but yes, it's chaos. It's a very tight quarters. There are so many creatures in a tight space.
All right.
Right, weirdo.
So he's going to... With everything that's going on, and unsure of exactly the situation, knowing that Brim is the leader of the pack, he's going to cast guidance. No, that's a touch, isn't it? It means I have to get up close. That's a touch, bugger.
Yeah, it is.
Touch me.
Everything I do is a touch.
Right, Lexfire, exactly.
I just want your hands. Your supple, soft hands.
He's gonna try and push his way forward.
Yeah, this has worked well in the past. Let's go.
Maybe he's gonna try and knock.
Hey,
Brim
he wasn't there. He wasn't there when that went so badly for Millie. All right.
Oh, I was watching.
Yeah, you were. Rin wasn't.
Ren wasn't there.
No.
All right. So
John, I sent you a message.
Okay. All right. Is it the message I think it is?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. I got that. If it is what I think it is, I'm already there. Yep.
So Rin's gonna try and push forward and get his hands on Brim.
Oh, geez. Even
Rin, please.
As you jostle forth, Lilith, you feel Rin pushing past you. What do you do? Do you allow him past?
Yeah, I'll allow him past.
All right. Next is Gimbal. As you push past Gimbal, Gimbal goes, "Hey!" and he throws up an arm. I have an idea. Wait a minute. I have the perfect spell for this. I'm going to... And that's where we'll stop tonight. All right, thank you, everybody. And I know it's a little kind of a different stream tonight, but fun anyway. I just love these players so much. I love the chatters so much. You guys make every game fun. I love the role play especially. We had a great night tonight with all the role play, the combat just getting started, and I thought it was fair to end here. Thank you so much, Jay. I thought it was fair to end here so that Rory could be back next week to be in the combat. So that's why we left with Gimble's great idea, because I'm sure he would have a better idea than I will of what to do with his character.
He usually comes up with something very
quite clever. Yeah,
Summon Rust Monster.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't spend all night going over his character sheet, so I. All right,
he
so
will send you like a detailed list. Of what you need to
he
do,
will. No doubt.
Down to like what you need to say. Everything.
If you didn't see the LMA stream we had last week, you can see why I think Thomas and Rory, if we can get them together on the same stream, it may rip the fabric of the universe apart.
Yeah. It would. That's why it's so dangerous to put them in the same place at the same time, John.
But I'm like the kid that wants to play with matches. I just want to get those two guys together on the same chat and just see what blows up. But all right, so Vivi's got to go quickly here. No, it is true. Thank you, Josh. Get chatting on. Yes, you're right. Exactly. All right, so we're gonna do stream MVP. We got 2 giveaways to do still. The 10% off. We got one more of those. Thank you so much, Chuck, Steven, and our Troll Lord fans. And then we've got the $100 gift card to Troll Lord Games from Blue Box that we're giving away tonight as our grand prize. Thank you, Lord Gazumba. Good to see you on tonight as well. Our good friend Jay. Such a great weekend we had this weekend, raising $8,000 for St. Jude's. What a great charity stream that was, and so thankful to everyone. All right, so tell us why you should be Stream MVP, and I'll tell you who you're rolling for. We'll do the free one first, and probably the 10% giveaway first. Let me do that real fast here. Dun, 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 dun. And the final 10% is going to Patrick Fraley 17. Very, very cool.
Vivi.
All right, so everybody type !troll in the chat, and now you'll be eligible for the $100 gift card giveaway that we're doing here from Blue Box. But Fraley, you've got the third 10%. Congratulations. And it is not !whole. Josh, you always have something that is wrong that you put in my chat. It's crazy.
There's something not right about that boy.
There is something not right about that boy for sure. All right, so let's start with you, Rin. Tell us why you should be.
Can I go so I can leave?
Oh yeah, why don't you go first? Good idea. Why should
let me go so I can leave. Lila should win Stream MVP for. She didn't really do much this session. However, I think just standing with Brim and supporting Brim during the death conversation and really bringing how much impact it meant on our group thus far and all the loss that we had and just allowing new adventurers to come in and venture with us, but also just knowing through experience, wanting to respect their wishes at the end, just all that kind of crap. And just, wanting to catch Phineas, even though she's too small.
and you sold yourself short. You had a great night tonight. You did a lot of very fun things, Vivi. So I'll let you go ahead and make your roll before we go on any further. So you are going to be rolling for, hang on here, let me pull that back up. All right, you are rolling for Roger Keith.
Roger.
Is it 2?
He's a sub. Yeah, he's definitely a sub. Yeah.
Sure that he is a sub.
Okay.
Now he has not won, so this is for the grand prize giveaway. So we're gonna have to do the roll off for this.
Okay, I rolled 2 14s.
All right, so you got 14
double
for
14.
All right,
Love Roger.
Everyone, let's give Vivi a hand. Thank you so much, Vivi.
Hi guys.
And all right, let's go to you, Terry. Why should Rin be Stream MVP?
Well, Rin had a very busy night tonight. It began with his continued discussion about the monsters in the basement. And upon noticing a talk with the bartender, chit-chatting with the bartender, who was none too forthcoming, mind you, but of course Gimbal helped out a lot with that, with the gold, because of course Rin doesn't have a lot of gold. But he was able to garner a little more information from the bartender, which is super helpful, because now we're in a wonderful situation that we're in. Additionally, we learned a little bit about his past and his choices that will be made if and when, or just when he dies by the hand of the DM, and the fact that he's been helping people all his life, and he knows that when it's his time to go, he will go and not want to come back and be buried at a temple or at home. So lots of little bits of RP here and there. Of course, gathering a little bit of fecal fungal matter off the walls, which is very important. You'll see in the future, as well as trying to keep himself a bit clean and very confused by those that decided to take very deep breaths of the stench in the sewers. But, you know, he's from a different part of the world, so maybe that's their custom habits.
Honor their customs, exactly. And you had a lot of good roleplay moments tonight, so well done. And you are going to be rolling for Robert Phantom NJ. All right, still time. Type !troll in the chat for your chance for a $100 gift card to Troll Lord Games. Anything you want off their store, you can get with this card. And let's go to you, Josh. Why should Brim be Stream MVP?
Brim should be Stream MVP because of his bringing forth. Maybe he shouldn't be Stream MVP for bringing up a sad topic about death and trying to make sure we.
That was really weird. Yeah, the whole thing was, but I loved it. It was great roleplay.
Brim knew what was to come, or has an idea on what was to come. And he's been down those sewers before, and he's been close to death in those sewers so many times. So the thought of even just being in this city brings the thought of death to his doorstep, and he wished to never come back, truthfully. But this topic and this everything has brought it back, and him being able to have these topics of death, being able to have the talk with the party, being able to have that, what he almost feels is like a final closure talk with his father, that if he dies, he will not regret anything because he will die honorably in the view of Zodal and Heronius. But yeah, a lot of his role play with all the other players was just loved it.
Yeah, no, well done. And there were several moments there that, you know, even Josh and I have just sort of private things that we know have happened with his character and between us that were not apparent on the stream, but make the game more fun for the DM and for the player. So I don't mean that to sound exclusionary to the viewers, but if a player or a DM don't reveal something but it's part of the game, it can be very fun for the players and the DM. And I thought, Josh, you killed that tonight. All right, so you will be rolling for
Phantom NJ as well.
It could be. Dingbat. And I was going to say, Dingbat, thank you so much, because he gave a sub a moment ago, and I did not recognize that. Sub went to Mark Views 20 minutes ago. Thank you, Dingbat, our good friend, and Mark Views, also good friend. And then we got 2 new followers in the last few minutes, Robo 22 and Edward Magic Hands. Thank you very much for the follows. And let's go to you, Evelyn. Why should Alondra be Stream MVP?
Well, let's see. She should be Stream MVP because she the RP in the tavern with Brim, her great discomfort in talking about the potential of death because she doesn't want to talk about that. She's going to be a hero, dang it. And so, that's she's not having that conversation right now. Plus, she goes back to the fact that she entrusts her life to both Rin and Phineas. She trusts them to be there, and she's not afraid. Still
not yet call? Still not trusting?
I mean, as after he very, very the dive off the cliff makes her have some doubts.
It was a fumble. Come on.
Hey, she doesn't know that. She just saw what happened. But yeah, so just the fact that she is getting to a point where she is getting more comfortable with the rest of the party, but she will always fall back to feeling most comfortable with Ren and Phineas as her kind of like support system at the point that she's at right now. And then let's see, being generally confused as well at the actions of Brim and Lilith, deeply inhaling the smells, and actually spotting the creatures since her perception roll was what led the party to be actually knowing that they were approaching before they saw us. And finally, for the creative use of a giant centipede to assist us in this time of need.
I like that. I like that. And that'll be fun for next time. So I haven't had to use my emergency screen in quite some time, but Vivi killed her cam, so it messed everything up. But we got it back here on the emergency screen, so you can see everyone. And Evelyn, you will be rolling for. Let's see here.
And polls up for everyone.
Poll is up, and you have Sinoken. Oh, very nice. Sinoken is a fairly new follower. Came to us just in June, and was very active. Also, a sub. Was very active during the charity stream also, and has been in our Discord. So thank you so much, Senokin. Congratulations. You are in the giveaway. And, ooh, I like it. It's actually showing the chat on the screen, too. I don't know how I did that, but we'll work with it. All right, so let's go through. Let's roll your D20s. We've already got the 14 from Vivi. And let's go to you, Terry.
Phantom NJ.
Here we go, Robert.
Okay, you're going to think I'm lying when I say this. I rolled 2 14s.
So we've had
No way.
I am not kidding. This is so weird.
All right, so we have a tie. So there have been 4 14s rolled so far between
two people.
Let's go to you, Josh.
I'm rolling for Dingbat.
Let's go, Dingbat.
Here we go, 2 14s.
You
Let's
can
go.
do it, Dingbat. Vote for Stream MVP, upper right-hand corner.
That is 2
No.
2s.
2 twos.
Hey, are you serious?
What?
Yeah.
Why don't you like Dingbat? He's a good guy.
I love Dingbat.
Yeah, what's your grudge?
I mean, I could say that they're both slightly cocked. I could re-roll them, but I can easily read that the top number is 2.
Nope, sorry, 2.
All right, we need a double
Rude.
again then.
Yeah.
This would be good.
Evelyn, we need 2 nat
All right,
20s.
Evelyn, go ahead.
All right, I'm rolling for Sinokin.
Here we go, Sinokin.
Sinoken.
Sinoken.
That's a 15 and a 12.
Oh,
so I went with
Beats it by 1.
Everybody
I'm sorry,
wants-
Phantom. I tried.
All right, Sinoken, I think I already have your information, but just please go ahead and make sure you DM me in Discord so I can get that to you, and we'll make sure we coordinate with the friends at Total War Games, and you get that gift card. Congratulations. Thank you to all of our fans. Thank you to all of our players. Fun night tonight. Still time to vote for Stream MVP, upper right-hand corner of your
close
screen.
right now.
It's
It
really
is very
close.
close, so make sure you vote.
One of those 2 is level 7, and the other's level
There's level
5.
five.
I was like,
Was
vote
that
Ren,
begging?
vote Ren, it's fine.
I think I heard begging.
Yes,
just
that's
then.
begging. That's what we do when we talk about ourselves, is literally begging for MVP.
Well said. Well
Oh, and it moved further
I
away.
said. Oh, no, come on.
What? I just
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
It's fine. He can be level 8 while me and Alondra are level 5. It's
Oh.
good.
Yeah, if you get me that extra 10,000 experience from today's session, I'll be able to level up
Well,
soon.
yeah, that ain't happening. All right, so come on, there's still time, It's close, 13-11.
Almost there. Come on, Ren.
Come on.
Ren.
Our cleric
Alondra!
needs more spells.
It's one.
Oh,
By
thank you guys so much for voting for
vote.
me.
13
15,000
to
XP.
12, and no. So I decided no XP tonight for that, but that was still fun. All right, let's go ahead and let's give a raid, and let's see here. Praetor's Rejects is up. Good folks over
Yep,
there.
they are.
Oh, wait, Troll Lord is up too, though.
Yes, they are.
They raided us, so I guess I should probably raid back to them.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So
Let's do it.
go
They
ahead.
have 4.
I love Praetors, though. No shade on them at all. They're great
Shade
folks.
on Praetors.
But
that.
Troll Lord rated us with 33 as soon as we started our streams. We're going to raid them back.
Aw,
Thanks, everybody.
They've been
Thank you,
great.
all of our viewers. We appreciate all of you. You guys are the best community anywhere. You make it fun every single week. Thank you to my players. Have a great night. And Blue Box signing out. Much love.
Love you guys.
Forgot to take a picture of the poll
Oh.
for Rory.
Oh.